Well, I want to first off say welcome back, everyone. This is Attack to Talk, and we're here, and we weren't here last week.
We missed you guys.
We missed you guys
as much as we missed you.
You know, just kind of busy schedules, and just didn't work out where we were like, okay, let's try to fit it in. Let's try to go ahead and let's do the podcast. And I was like, but we also were aware that this was going to be a longer episode. Yeah. So I was like, should we? I was like, you know what? It's probably better if we.
Because there's also even like it was just so busy. Like there even like wasn't a whole lot of time to take notes for this either. Yeah. Like let alone recording.
Yeah. So it was busy, but I mean, here we are. And Eddie, thank you so much. He says in chat that we missed you all, and we missed you too, my friend. We hope that you had a great week. We're back, and we're excited, especially for this episode. And yeah, but it was just kind of busy schedules. And but we're here, and we're here to talk about season 2, episode 8, The Hunters. So this will be our episode discussion here. Yeah, we're excited. Big episode, a lot to talk about, and a lot that's going to go ahead and set up for future episodes here. Mm-hmm. But as you guys are aware, of course, warning, because there is going to be there will be spoiler talk. There usually is spoiler talk. But, you know, we have to do the courtesy for people who are listening, maybe don't know the full story. So, you know, we wouldn't be doing our due diligence if we didn't say warning, because there may be spoilers.
If you guys happen to click on season 2, episode 8, part 2,
happen to go ahead
as your first episode to ever listen. Yeah. Hello, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Hope you stick around.
Yeah, stick around. But thank you guys for anybody who's joining us. And so we're excited to be back. There will be no Q&A response. There will be no poll results to get to in this episode, because we already talked about them. Yeah, we didn't get to do it last week, as we had that we took that week off, and there was no episode available.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to discuss that today, but we'll be focusing on all that good stuff next week for sure. But I don't know, Lex, should we go ahead and get into it?
I guess it's time. Best of a time than it ever would be.
We could.
It just feels weird not having because I feel like our Q&A is like the warm up.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, we can go ahead and start by saying this. I want to go ahead and say that, of course, if you guys do not know, I am the host. I am AJ, and joining me, of course, is...
Hey guys, I'm Lexi.
That is Lexi. And Lexi, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel like this week went by really fast.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't believe that it was Sunday. Yeah. But also I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I slept through class. I'm so late. It's Sunday. I thought it was like Tuesday or something.
So the days are beginning to blend a little bit. Yeah. You're just like, oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, life of a student. Mm-hmm. All you students out there, you guys get me.
I like in chat, Eddie is saying that you have to have a lot of patience to watch it weekly while keeping up with this podcast. Yes. We are a weekly podcast. Yeah.
Just a lot of effort, a lot of patience.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can you imagine if we did like 2 a week or something?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Or I've heard of like big YouTubers now, they like talk about
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Like I used to upload videos twice a day.
Oh, really?
I'm like, how?
Yeah. How do you do that?
How did you do that given these... I mean, given it is just like... They would just record themselves doing like a gameplay, 30 minutes, upload that. No editing, anything like that. No, not really any preparation needed for that. Yeah. But there's still like editing and uploading and all that. And like, my gosh, that sounds insane. Yeah. Because then at that point, like, it's a full-time job.
It is. That's the thing, is that at that point, your focus is on your streams and stuff, and your content.
Hobby.
And kudos to anybody who's able to do that.
Yeah, I could never.
Maybe, perhaps one of these days, we'll be able to do that. That'd be cool. Maybe to do like multiple a week. Not saying 2 a day.
No. Not 2 a day.
Yeah, of course, Eddie's saying it. And then there's those who have multiple channels. Yes.
Yeah, I could not. No.
It's a lot. But I feel like also those people have teams.
Yeah.
Of like, they have studios, or they have like, whatever. And they're able to go ahead and get all that stuff done, right? So not us.
But AJ, I didn't ask you. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I am just been trying to go ahead and just rest, this week and yeah.
Yeah, lots of resting going on, guys.
Feel like I've kind of accomplished that, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little nervous to go ahead and dive into this episode because there are many voices for us to go ahead and go through. And as we have said before, past episodes, while we are or would love to be voice actors, and we are aspiring voice actors, and this is something that we do just for the fun of it, and we enjoy doing it, and it's like a challenge thing for us, right, to go ahead and actually try to portray these characters. But we by no means are professional voice actors.
No,
so of course bear with us, because in this episode there will be a lot of voices. So we'll do the best we can, as we always do.
Bear with us, guys.
Yeah, and we may surprise you. Sometimes we do a good job. But yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of ranges.
Yes.
So, but we'll see.
But if we were able to do the Damn You Traders, then I feel like we can do anything.
Yeah, I know that one is.
I rewatched mine again today.
Really?
Yeah. And obviously, no one likes watching themselves back.
No.
And doing anything that they're an amateur at. But I rewatched mine, and I instead of trying to compare it so much to Aaron's dub, exactly how Bryce does it, I watched it, I listened to it with my eyes closed, and I thought of it as okay, it's just this, you're just watching this random anime, and there's this random female character, and it's just that. It's just take it for what it is.
Did you enjoy it?
And then I was like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Other than blowing out the mic, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting there thinking oh my gosh, there's nowhere
But that's the
nowhere
key, though.
Near Bryce.
Like you said, though, it's try to avoid comparing to the actual source, right?
Comparison is the thief of happiness, and if it is, then
wow, wise words.
We've been robbed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally want to get that tatted on me.
Oh, really?
If comparison is a thief of happiness, then I've been robbed.
Interesting. You're as soon as you said that, your camera decided to
robbed.
You've been robbed of your focus, so you are very blurry. But
it's pretty good right here, but
yeah,
I'm gonna have to scoot in again.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and try to fix this.
Some slight technical difficulties, guys. Please bear with us.
Quick little zoom into me.
I know, zoom into your shirt. I get it. It's a really cool Bakugo shirt. All right, way to show it off. This is just AJ's opportunity to show off his shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's good with my hand. Ignore the pen on my hand. I was testing pens at work. Oh, that is so much better. Thank you, AJ.
Not quite as zoomed in, but
it's fine. It is what
it'll work.
It works.
All
you
right.
get to see the Friday the 13th poster, Ginger Root shirt in all its glory.
Yeah.
The Weasel card from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Weasel. All right. But yeah, I think without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into the episode. Since we have a lot to talk about, we're gonna go ahead and kind of pause as we usually do and discuss the moment at which we just, read.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's break down the episode. Again, guys, this is season 2, episode 8, The Hunters. All right. Woo! So we begin this episode. We see a young Armin panting as he is running through a crowd of people. It appears that Armin is running away from something or someone. We see a young Mikasa purchasing vegetables in this farmer's market setting. A young Armin calls out Mikasa's name. Then Mikasa, she turns around, surprised to see a panting Armin behind her. It appears that Armin was not running from something, but rather running to find Mikasa because he informs her, "Come quick! Aaron's in trouble!" Mikasa, immediately worried, aggressively and quickly asks Armin,
"What kind of trouble?"
And then a nervous Armin explains, "It's those 3 bullies again. They took the bread I just bought. I told Aaron about it and then Mikasa aggressively hands Armin her basket of vegetables and runs to help Aaron. I didn't want him to go. Wait! Then we now cut to a pissed off young Aaron staring at the bullies. Give it back. Then the main bully tells Aaron, you have dirt ears or something? Like I said, I already ate the whole thing. Tasty. And then Aaron tells the bully, but that was 3 days worth of food for them. And then, hold on, I'm gonna do that line again. I was like, still had the bully low key, like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and read me my part, Lex.
Aaron tells the bully,
but that was 3 days worth of food for them. Maybe a little bit better. All right.
That was better.
So then another bully chimes in.
You gotta be kidding me. Those table scraps?
And then the main bully tells his friend mockingly, knock it off. You'll make me feel bad. Whatever. You want it back so damn much. And then the main bully now imitates throwing up the bread while the other two bullies just laugh. Of course, we see Aaron growing increasingly more upset. Pay him back what the bread was worth. And then Aaron grabs a hold of the main bully's shoulders and then shoves him back, hitting the alley wall. Aaron then throws the bully to the ground, causing him to crash onto a merchant's table. Let's see if I can come up with a voice for this guy.
I know.
The surprised market merchant says, whoa, what are you doing? He then screams out for help from the garrison soldiers. Hey, there's a situation over here if you hadn't noticed. And then we see Hannes and a group of soldiers more focused on their game of Pinochle.
Pinochle makes an appearance again.
Yes. Get off your drunk asses! And then an annoyed Hannes, who was rudely interrupted by this merchant, tells him, ugh, come on. They're just kids being kids. Let them work it out. And then we see Hannes and the other garrison soldiers. They're a little red in the face, right? Probably due to the alcohol that they've been consuming.
A little bit of flush.
Yeah. The merchant tells Hannes, they're demolishing my stall! And then we now see one of the other bullies helping that main bully by getting Aaron off of him and now having Aaron in a compromising hold, preventing Aaron from breaking free or even moving his arms. The main bully, he now gets up, and of course he now tackles Aaron to the ground. Hannes, watching the boys being boys, tells the merchant, this ain't our thing. Best wait for someone more qualified to come along and sort it out. Well, speaking of waiting for someone more qualified, we now see Mikasa enter the scene to help out Aaron. The main bully, pinning Aaron on the ground now, tells Aaron as he clenches his fist, eat this, punk! But before the bully can throw the punch, he stops to look up as a large shadow covers him. And then suddenly, we see Mikasa, who is airborne,
right,
landing a flying kick directly at the bully, causing the bully to fly off of Aaron. The bully then flies, and he crashes onto more of the merchant's stall, while Hannes and his soldiers are now seen laughing at the merchant's expense. We see the main bully holding his face as he's trying not to cry in public, and then the other bullies take notice of Mikasa as they're now petrified. And annoyed, Aaron tells Mikasa, I've got this! What are you doing? And then Mikasa then scolds Aaron.
Aaron, you need to go home and chop wood. You want your mom to get angry?
And the main bully, he now stands back up and he says out loud, you little... Now it's a fight! And then he swings at Mikasa, but she easily dodges. And now the bully's friends, they all get involved. Aaron's about to jump in, but Armin prevents him and tells him, it's okay! She can handle it! Aaron screams at Armin to let go and then pushes Armin off of him, allowing Aaron to break free. Aaron then blindside tackles one of the bully's friends, and we see that Hannes is watching this as like just some sort of entertainment. Because of course Hannes reacts, oh, nice one! And then one of the other garrison soldiers, he adds, man, all these voices, I'm trying to like, how do I want to do this voice?
Think about it.
Then one of the other garrison soldiers adds, Don't let her do all the work.
Yeah, that works.
And then we see a wine bottle come flying in, shattering off of one of the garrison soldiers' heads.
Oh, gosh.
Imagine that, just
a wine bottle, like a wine bottle made at this time too. Like how thick that thing is.
Yeah. So we pan to see a pissed off merchant who threw the wine bottle.
It's the image.
Yeah. So the soldier with the booze all over his face asks, "What was that for?"
Dude is concussed.
And then the pissed off merchant tells the soldiers, "Don't cheer on the little bastards, damn freeloaders." And then the boozed faced soldiers responds, "Freeloaders? Did you just call us freeloaders?"
Yeah, he's a little out of it.
Yeah. And then the merchant gets in the soldier's face. "Hey, if the shoe fits, shove it up your ass." And then the boozed faced soldier gets pissed off and attempts to swing at the merchant. But Hannes stops his soldier. And Hannes tells the soldier, Hey, he's got a point, you know. But then Hannes is interrupted by a punch that lands directly in the middle of his face, courtesy of the pissed off merchant. And then the merchant smirks, and then we see him, and he takes a step back. Hannes, however, shakes off the punch, laughs, and says, "Hey, that was some right arm for a chump who runs a stall." And now Hannes has joined in on the fight between the merchant. We see Hannes, now he just like squares up a little bit. He's like, all right. But now we turn our attention to Mikasa whooping these bullies' asses. And she literally grabs she spins the main bully, right? She like goes around him, grabs him by his arm, and like freaking spins him, right? And we see like this bully literally do like a 720 degree like spin in the air.
So Mikasa did it before Annie.
Yeah, I guess, right? This is a young Mikasa. This is before all of that even happened over at the training.
And they were
cadet.
the same size.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see that a crowd has now gathered to watch the street fight between Hannes and the merchant. We hear some of the crowd cheering on Hannes as some of the crowd is cheering on the merchant.
Placing bets.
Yeah. But the street fight is interrupted when a member of the military police jumps in the center of the fight. The MP asks both of them, "What the hell is going on here? Act like adults!" But then the MP hears another fight happening nearby. And we turn our attention again to Eren wrestling a bully. The MP now blows his whistle and we see him running to stop the fight between the children. The main bully realizes that things are becoming pretty serious. And then he runs and he instructs his friends to also get the hell out of there. A determined and dumb Eren screams out, "Where do you think you're going?" And then, before Eren can get up and go after them, because we know he wants to, Armin grabs a hold of Eren again, trying to prevent him. Armin tells Eren, "I don't care about the stupid bread! Let it go!" But Mikasa now orders Eren.
"That's enough! We're going back home right this instant!"
And Eren, still seeing red, "Like hell! Go without me!" And then Eren breaks free from Armin and begins chasing off after the bullies. But before Mikasa can even go after Eren, that MP prevents her. We then get a look at a worried Mikasa watching Eren running away towards danger as she just calls out his name. And then we see that the flashback fades. All right, well, obviously these kids are
rambunctious.
They've got a lot of energy.
There's definitely, it's pretty reminiscent of like the first episode where yes, there are bullies. Yes, Mikasa is stronger. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Hannes and his soldiers are drunks and they don't care.
Because I want to say that these are in episode 1 that these are the same bullies, but in episode 1 taking place after this flashback, when they see Mikasa, they're like, "Oh crap, she's with him."
Yeah. For all we know, maybe this is a moment that happened before that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that this happened before the first episode.
Yeah.
Where then they see Mikasa and they're like, "Oh my gosh, she whooped our asses last time. Let's get out of here."
Yeah.
Versus they see Eren,
which of course,
like, "This is fine."
Even Armin's just let it go. Like, she's got it. You know?
I know. Even Armin is like, because Mikasa's taking care of it.
Because we know that Eren's probably just going to make the situation worse.
Yeah. Because he is obviously super protective of his friends.
Yeah.
Trying to get in these fights not just for some bread. They said it was 3 days worth.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, and these bullies, I mean, they're pretty hefty. They're
I know.
You know.
And they were bigger than them. They're taller.
Yeah. But also like
older bullies.
This merchant's just trying to make a damn living over here, you know, and all of a sudden we got this little chaotic situation happening right here next to his stall.
Yeah.
You know, there's
literally
bullies
destroying. Like he was just minding his business, trying to make a living. These kids come around destroying things. I mean, not on purpose.
No, not on purpose, but I mean,
they're also laughing about it though. Like they see that it gets destroyed, and the bullies are like laughing, like, "Oh, look, his stuff getting destroyed." And then you have Honest. That's just not my problem.
This merchant is doing what anybody would really do: is you go and you see some garrison soldiers who are off in the distance, right? You're like, "Hey, can't you see?
Some kind of authority.
Can't you see it? There's a little situation going on over here."
Yeah.
Right. And then, you know, they're, like I said, they're focused on their pinochle game. And then, you know, one of the soldiers is literally like, he's just like, has like a freaking, his own bottle.
Yeah.
You know, freaking like booze. And he's just like,
whatever it is.
You know, he's like, oh, yeah, you know, you can see that they're a little flushed.
Yeah.
You know, they're like,
they're obviously drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk playing pinochle, man.
Yeah.
What a vibe.
And this is like, who knows how early in the day this is?
I know.
You know?
No, literally. For like merchants and everything to still be out, and for there to be like a almost like marketplace.
The daylight is still out and stuff, you know, and then like you got all this happening.
It's like 11 a.m., 10 a.m.
Yeah.
They're drunk, playing pinochle.
Hannes is just like, oh, you know, kids will be kids, whatever, you know, boys will be boys.
Like they're just kids, let them hash it out.
Hey,
I'm not qualified.
Yeah, he's like, man, this is not our thing. We don't do these type of things.
Yeah,
you know, like we'll let somebody else a little more qualified.
Basically, that's not in my job description.
Yeah, and then
not my problem.
The qualified individual in the scene is Mikasa, who she's now having to deal with this situation.
Yeah.
And she is spinning bullies in the air.
I know.
You know? Yeah.
Just handling them, one-arming them. And then until the merchant, obviously.
Look at what Eddie just mentioned in chat. Read it, Lex.
Yo, when the Colossal Titan kicked the wall, one of the wall pieces crushed the bully. Yeah, so those bullies aren't with us anymore.
Yeah, the bullies. No doubt the bullies are dead.
Yeah, those bullies are definitely dead. But so is like almost everyone from from Shiganshina after that whole thing.
Yeah. But also the moment too when the merchant just grabs one of his freaking wine bottles and just throws it, right? And he just like crashes and freaking just shatters on that soldier's face.
That seems, I hope that's exaggerated. Otherwise, this garrison soldier has a face of steel.
Yeah.
To have a wine bottle break on your head.
Yeah, for real.
Especially at this time when the wine bottles are probably like thick with their glass blowing and all that. Oh my gosh.
And then while
they have a fight,
concussed garrison soldiers like, what was that? What'd you call us?
You know, what did you say?
Did you say freeloaders?
Like actually though, what did you say?
Yeah, that's it. And he goes and he tries to throw a punch, but then Hannes tries to be the peacekeeper here in this situation.
I think honestly that him wanting to peacekeep is him just being like, I don't want more problems.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to work.
He did also say too, he's like, hey, whoa, he does have a point. You know, he's like, man, he acknowledges, I mean, come on, we are freeloading here.
It shows that Hannes is at least self-aware.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, we are freeloading right now.
Yeah, but what happens?
Kind of playing pinochle, drunk on the job.
And then a punch comes flying and hits like Hannes right in the middle of the face.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's just like it's one of those dramatic like punches and just like you know, it looks like his face just gets like indented and everything like right. But he just brushes it off. He's like, all right, let's do this now, you know. And now they're squaring off and the crowd gathers and now they're like you said, they're probably placing bets and stuff, right? So fun stuff. Just a normal Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know,
just another day, honestly.
Yeah. But of course, before anything could really kind of get worse or escalate into anything, you know, bigger, you know, an MP, you know, shows up in the scene, right? And then this MP is he decides to go and try to stop all of the chaos that's happening, or at least the first chaos he sees.
Yeah.
You know, he stands in the middle between Hannes and the merchant, and then while he stops that, he's like, wait,
what else?
What's going on over there? You know, and stuff. And then he sees a couple kids who are also now wrestling and fighting and stuff. But I mean, Aaron being Aaron, he sees that the bullies, I guess they see that, oh shoot, you know, this, you know, things are getting a little serious, and he's like, come on, let's get the heck out of here. And you know, they decide to make the decision to just run off. But Aaron being Aaron, so determined, so angry, He's like not gonna let them go. So we see him running off,
seeing red.
He's able to go ahead and break free from Armin's grasp, and what Armin's literally like look, like it's just bread, like it's okay, like whatever, right?
Like, I don't even care about it anymore.
But Eren now he's running off into danger by himself, and it's something that we're gonna see in this episode. That's it's important because we see that Mikasa obviously watching Eren run away and knowing that she can't help him because in this situation the MP prevents her from helping out or going, at least running to Eren's aid. It's going to be a big moment later on.
Yes.
So we see that flashback or that memory kind of fades away. And now we are back on top of the wall. Okay, and then we should mention too that, just to recap here, at the beginning of this episode, there was the aftermath. That was the battle between Eren's Titan form and the Armor Titan. Obviously, we talked about how Eren actually had the Armor Titan in a compromised, position of his own. He was able to go ahead and get him in like this guillotine choke, and he was squeezing that choke so hard that we saw the Armor Titan's armor beginning to shatter. And the Armor Titan had nothing, there was no defense other than just try to just drag this fool, right? But we know that Eren had help with his friends because due to the armor itself being damaged and stuff, we saw that Mikasa was able to go ahead and get a good slice in on his knees, right? The back of his knees.
Yeah, on the back of,
So
his knee pits.
Wasn't able to go ahead and stand up, wasn't able to go ahead and move around, but he was trying to move. Armored Titan was trying to go and move close to the wall for the reason of getting help.
Yeah.
And we see as Ryan goes and screams this scream that I'm sure Sasha would go ahead and describe it as like a cornered animal.
Yeah.
He screams for the aid of his buddy Birdie, who's on top of the wall, as the Colossal.
Killed the bully,
Yeah, and so, yeah, exactly. The one that killed the bully.
Killed the bullies.
And so,
incidentally,
Bertolt drops down from the freaking top of the wall and crashes down onto Eren and Reina, and allowing Reina and Bertolt to escape with both Ymir and Eren. So now here we are on top of the wall where Mikasa and others are... They're pretty much like in this unconscious state. They are laying down on top of the wall.
A recovery area.
Yeah. And Armin, who is there sitting next to Mikasa, he's there watching over. He's waiting for Mikasa to wake up. So now here we are again on top of the wall, and we see that Mikasa, she finally opens her eyes as she's now awake from this long rest. Mikasa, she exhales as we see her staring at the blue, cloudy sky. But then she immediately jumps up, realizing what previously transpired. She looks around to notice Hanji and the others still unconscious. Armin, who's been waiting by Mikasa's side, he wakes up from resting his eyes to notice that Mikasa, she's now awake. And Mikasa quickly turns to Armin, grabs him by his uniform, and aggressively asks him,
"Where's Armin?" I tried to mix up Armin and Eren's name for a second.
Here we go. Mikasa quickly turns to Armin, grabs him by his uniform, and aggressively asks,
"Where's Eren? Where did he go?"
And Armin responds, "Whoa, calm down." But Mikasa, she now stands up, and we see her beginning to run off. "Wait, you shouldn't. We don't know how badly you're hurt." And Mikasa, she runs off to look down from the edge of the wall. But all she can see is a large crater of an indentation caused by the Colossal, and a few regular Titans just chilling, staring back up at her. A worried Mikasa again asks Armin,
"Where is he?"
And Armin explains, "Eren and Ymir were taken." And Mikasa, she becomes stunned with sadness. "They're gone. Reina and Bertolt abducted them. He fought, but the Armored Titan was just too..." That was about 5 hours ago. And now a stunned Mikasa, she now asks,
Somebody's gone after them, right? Tell me somebody went after them.
But there's a long pause. And then Armin answers, I'm sorry. And aggressive Mikasa jumps in Armin's face and asks,
Why not?
And then Armin stares at Mikasa for a moment and just staring into her worried eyes. We wanted to, but the horses are on the other side of the wall. Our only option is to wait. The mounts can't be hauled over until the... Hold on, let's do that again. The mounts can't be hauled over until the lifts makes... My goodness gracious.
No, it's okay. Armin talks
read?
a lot. That's a long one.
All right, let's do this. So Armin, he stares at Mikasa for a moment, and then he just stares into her worried eyes. We wanted to, but the horses are on the other side of the wall. Our only option is to wait. The mounts can't be hauled over until the lifts make it here, and that takes time. There's nothing else we can do right now. Section Commander Hanji and the other officers are too injured to move. We don't have enough soldiers to form a scouting party. Even a small one would need more than this. We're not experienced enough. You understand? And then Mikasa just stares at Armin for a moment. And then we see her becoming emotional as she holds onto her head. Mikasa says,
Damn it. Not this again.
And then Armin asks her, You feel any pain? A sad and defeated Mikasa answers,
No. I hit my head, but I think I'm okay now. Don't worry about it. It's just not the first time I've been down this road.
Then Mikasa recalls the moment that she witnessed Annie in her Titan form stealing Eren from his Titan's nape.
Except when Annie took him, I didn't waste a second. Not one. That's how Captain Levi and I were able to get him back.
As we recall them acting quickly and swiftly to retrieve Eren back.
But it's already been 5 hours.
Mikasa, getting emotional now, looks at her red scarf that's folded on the floor. Now we see her. She gently picks it up.
Hey, Armin. Why does he do it? Always leave. Always end up someplace we're not.
Mikasa wraps her scarf around her as Armin answers, Yeah, it does seem to happen a lot. Ever since we were kids, Eren liked to run off on his own. Leave us worried sick. Who knows? That's just the sort of person he's meant to be. Maybe. And there's a moment of pause and silence as the wind just calmly passes by. Mikasa now tells Armin,
I don't want much. Just to be near him.
And we see Mikasa sitting, just curled up in a ball, with her touching her scarf as it's wrapped around her, almost as just like a just feeling of comfort.
That's all I want.
We see Han is now walking towards both Mikasa and Armin, with field rations in his hands. Hannes says, Good, you're awake. Must be starving. Here. Hannes hands Mikasa food rations. Heads up, Armin. Then Hannes tosses the food rations to Armin. Sorry, it's only field rations. As Hannes, he now takes a seat to join Armin and Mikasa. But better than nothing, I guess. Hannes then takes a bite out of this block of field rations that looks like, to me, it looks like a Rice Krispie treat.
It's probably like those like rice.
Like a rice cake or something?
Like a rice, not the rice cakes. Well, yeah, something like that. Like a rice cake, rice roll kind of thing. Because those are like, they're easy for them not to be, they're not perishable.
Yeah.
But if they don't have any like brown sugar flavoring or anything, in it, like rice doesn't really have flavor. It's just there for the nutrition.
Mm-hmm. But then Hannes takes a bite and he continues. Not bad. Not good either. Nothing new there. Hannes then washes it down with some water. Speaking of, this feels familiar, huh? You two have been running damage control for that little... Hold on, make sure I get it down. Make sure I know where I'm at. So Hannes washed it down with some water. Speaking of which, this feels familiar, huh? You two have been running damage control for that little hothead since the good old days, if I recall correctly. Doesn't seem very fair. But what do I know? Different time, different place, same problem. Not exactly what I'd call a healthy relationship. Am I wrong? And then Armin, he laughs a little bit and then answers, the neighborhood bullies weren't quite so tall, but I suppose there are similarities. Then Hannes now says, yep, that's our Aaron. Can't hold his own for shit, but always looking for a fight. 5 guys want to take him on, he wouldn't think twice about jumping into the fray like an idiot. By the time Mikasa gets there, or the MPs show up, he's beaten all to hell. But, you know, I may not have ever had the privilege of seeing Aaron win, but I never saw the little son of a bitch back down either. And then we notice now there's a little sense of hope from Mikasa and Armin. Kid's got fire. To tell the truth, his persistence scares the piss out of me sometimes. He gets knocked on his ass, gets right back up again. It's in his blood. You'd think he'd let himself be snatched away without fighting tooth and nail. Not a chance. Whatever strength he's got left, he'll use it. What's 2 guys next to a whole gang? If you can count on anything, it's that Aaron will give him hell. At least, till you or me show up to help. That's how it's always been, right? And then we see Mikasa's, her eyes light up as she gasps. And Armin, he does the same as they both realize. Hannes now looks up to the sky as we see a bird flying so freely. Yes, sir. Those good old days were something else. Of course, if you ask Aaron, he'd tell you they were an illusion. Just us kidding ourselves. But I, for one, was never happier than when folks thought of me as a freeloading waste of space. There's not much I wouldn't do to get us back to how things used to be. Call me sentimental. But I'm willing to fight for it. As Hannes, we see him clenching his fist. And then he turns to both Mikasa and Armin. He needs us. What do you say? We stick to what we know. It ain't the good old days unless the 3 of you are together. We now see a determined Mikasa and Armin as they nod and they agree with Hannes. And then we get a strange scene of Armin and Mikasa aggressively taking bites out of their field rations. And it's strange because like they're taking dramatic bites as they're just staring at Hannes. And then we pan to the cloudy blue sky as the scene ends.
Yeah. I guess that's to show that they're with him. There wasn't any like verbal response. It was just like, we are motivated.
Yeah.
So let's eat our rations. Let's eat our rice rolls.
Let's eat these disgusting field rations that...
I know. Not bad. Not good either.
Yeah, we know Hannes isn't going to let us go unless we eat him.
I know. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And we gotta go.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, he's chiming in. He says, it's crazy how impulsive he is around this time compared to later on. He's so calm and collected. And I'm assuming that Eddie's talking about Aaron. And yeah. I mean, it's so weird too because we know that, and this is again where we get into the spoiler territory here, but the moment that he gets the wave of just like of visions, the waves of just like everything's gonna transpire, right?
Yeah.
That completely like fucks him up.
Yeah.
And then he like his whole demeanor changes.
So
which
much
we see
like foreshadowing.
When they go to the shore, they go to, the sea. And everybody else is so in awe of it and stuff, they're just like they're so curious and stuff. But what do we see? We see just like this very kind of like almost like melancholy type of person and Aaron and
very like almost like numb.
Yeah.
Very
and he just he I don't want to say he ruins the moment, but even he's just like pointing to the sea and he's just saying how like the enemy is there. Just on the other side of that sea. There. And
almost look like he's like in a trance or something when that happens, but we'll get to that episode.
And then we go ahead and we get to the moment where we see Eren in season 4 once he is revealed and all that, right? And again, he has that same kind of just very just stoic demeanor of just like, you know, he has this, the way he sounds now. It's just very, you know,
he sounds damaged.
Oh, he's definitely damaged.
Which he definitely is. Mentally, very damaged.
Yeah.
Physically, obvious.
Because even the same thing can be said for Reina's character at this point too, where Reina, he's
oh my gosh, yeah,
damaged
Reina
and stuff. You know, like he's so destroyed and beaten, and so now he just doesn't have that desire and that will to go ahead and push forward and to live. So, you know, it's again, it's crazy how where we're currently at in this episode, where we're currently at in AOT. You know, it's like the characters are so different. And like even Eddie mentioned,
there was so much development.
Like Eren himself has so much determination, has so much just like desire to just fight and stuff, you know. And not to say that he doesn't have that same desire, but it comes from a completely different place now.
Different, yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
And so it's very strange. But yeah, I mean, it's weird how these characters, they just completely change.
Yeah.
You know, because of what it is that they experienced. But yeah, and then Eddie also mentions, and you know, to how we're describing the food, right?
The, like weird.
So Eddie says he thinks that the food is like some sort of German food, considering how this is a German aesthetic of a show. Could be. I have no knowledge as far as like.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
All that.
Tell you, it's just like it looks like a rice cake.
Yeah, I just picture it as just like this block of something that's supposed to just be like. Have nutritional value for you.
It's just nutritious, but it's not there for the taste. It's not there for enjoyment. It's there for survival.
Yeah. But I mean, so...
And to last long. Let's
talk about what we just kind of, you know, mentioned here in this episode. And Mikasa wakes up from what we are, you know, informed by Armin that she was out for 5 hours. And
he, you know, thinks that she's concussed.
Yeah, and the first thing on her mind, the only thing on her mind is Eren. And she wants to know where he's at immediately. But she's just crushed when she realized how much time has passed, you know? And then something that's so, like, so important is she kind of mentions, she tells Armin that she doesn't ask for much, right? All she wants is just to be near him, right?
She just wants to be near him, exactly.
She asks him, why does he always leave? And this is tough for her to deal with because of how much time has passed, because she goes on to mention the moment where she witnesses Annie in her Titan form literally extracting Eren from his Titan body. And hello to you, Marco. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, what's up, Marco? Hello.
We hope that you're doing well, Marco. I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you.
Hope you missed us.
I know. I was like, I didn't miss you guys.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were gone? Okay.
Yeah, you guys are gone? Oh, that's weird.
But so Mikasa, again, it's like she, in that moment when she literally witnesses Annie taking Eren, she wants to act immediately.
Yeah.
And she would have acted immediately had, you know, Captain Levi prevented her.
Yes.
Decided that, look, we need to have like a good plan and stuff, you know. And once the plan kind of took place and all that and stuff, the moment was there now for them to go ahead and to get Eren again very quickly, as swift as possible.
Yes.
And remember, Captain Levi tells Mikasa, do not engage with the enemy.
No.
We just need to go ahead and take Eren. And at this point, we didn't even know it. At least Captain Levi didn't even know that if Eren was alive or not. You know. But yeah, so they acted very quickly. They were able to go ahead and get Eren and rescue him. But in this moment, Mikasa, she is like devastated. You know, there's a moment where you really see it in her expressions. You know, she goes from being so aggressive and like she needs answers from Armin, like where is he?
Yeah,
and stuff. You know, because
the immediate shock of waking up, being like, I don't know what just happened. I don't know how long I'm gonna sleep. I just need to know that I just need to be near him. I need to protect him. Where is he? Like the last thing that happened was this giant, like life-threatening battle.
She was literally, her and the other scouts were helping Eren in his Titan form. You know, dealing with this traitor that is the Armor Titan, right?
Yeah.
And even like, you know, Armin, his advice was like, look, like, get back to the wall. You know, they want to steal you, and it's not good for you to engage in, you know, hand-to-hand combat with this guy.
Yeah. But also understanding that there's nowhere to run.
Yeah, there's nowhere to run. Mikasa's like, look,
run them.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
So unfortunately, everything played out how it did, and now Mikasa realizing that there's nothing she could do at this point. It's got to be like such like a helpless feeling.
Yeah.
That's something that is probably her worst nightmare, because as we had mentioned,
and it's almost like she almost shows forms of like PTSD and stuff here, because like she's like reliving these moments that have been like when she thought that Eren was dead before in season 1, and she just like suddenly she had no regard for her own life.
Yeah.
And then, like, when she mentions the whole Annie thing, like, that was completely... Like, all of these moments have been so traumatizing. Again, it's hard to not be traumatized when you're living in Attack on Titan and you're a young scout after your home's been taken from you by what you saw as your big brother.
Especially when the person that you care about the most is always in like the line of fire.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Especially,
and that's got to be something that
rules by his own mom.
Yeah.
Like, take care of him.
Yeah. So again, there's nothing she could do in this moment. It's got to be her worst nightmare, because again, as we mentioned, all she wants is she says she doesn't ask for much. She just wants to be near him.
Yeah.
And you know, Armin tries to reason it, right? What is Armin's reasoning again? He just tries to say like, well, you know, like
he's always been like that.
Just that's how he is, you know, and stuff. And
like ever since we were young, it just hasn't been by the same magnitude, of course. Like how Hannes also draws that same comparison. We have Armin sneaking in a little joke, and like, oh well, the bullies weren't quite as tall, as the colossal Titan, but.
And then Hannes goes on to this long kind of, you know.
This motivating speech.
Yeah. You know, I do like how Hannes kind of mentions how things were and stuff, because, you know, it's like
there hasn't been a whole lot of time to process things or to call back things.
Because we even mentioned like, it got to be so difficult living in like this type of like, imagine living in like something like this, right? Yeah. And what's up, Laker for life? And just living in like the AOT universe, right? But Hannes is like, man, you know what? Things were so simple back then when we were just getting in these little fights and brawls and stuff.
The things that you worried about were so different.
Like he goes, man, what I would give to go ahead and go back, because, you know, he didn't mind people calling him a freeloader and stuff. You know, like those were the good old days.
Where Hannes is very much, I mean, he even states it. He's like, oh, call me sentimental.
Yeah.
Like,
call me sentimental,
it's okay to be sentimental.
You know, hey.
And think of it as a motivating thing.
But then he gets to the motivation here and he says, but you know what? I'm willing to fight for it. I'm willing to fight to get back to those good old days. You know, because he says, it's not the good old days unless you three aren't together.
Yeah.
Which is, I think that's very impactful. Because even me as, you know, a fan of AOT, when it's all said and done, and I know I'm not going to get it, at least I don't think I am. But all I ever wanted for in the conclusion here of AOT and its story is I just want the three of them just to be happy and to
together again.
Be together. And
hearing that line from Hannes, knowing where we're at in the season now, is just so like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, it's not like, you know, it's not normal unless you three are together. Like, we got to bring you three together again. That's how things are supposed to be. And that's how, like, it only validates the fact that not only that is that how they feel, like, obviously that's how, like, Armin and Mikasa feel. And I mean, at this point, Eren, but not later on. But But it also validates that other people see that too. Other people see that, like, yes, it is normal that these three are together. Let's get them back together. But I do like, I think I find it interesting that Hannes, when he's talking about the good old days, he brings up, he was like, oh, of course, Eren would call it an illusion.
Yeah, that is something.
And that's an interesting use of words. Which, yes, Eren was saying that he was like, oh, we're just cattle. Like there has to be more out there. Da da da.
Yeah.
But to call it an illusion, it's
kind of a different word in this kind of context.
It's interesting because it kind of makes you think about like the whole memories thing, visions, and what we know now in season 4. And that's spoiler, one thing, with all the visions and all that going on, that Eren actually, knew what was going on the entire time, and da da da. And it's like, oh,
I don't know if that. So the thing too is that, like, I was thinking about it in that sense as well, but also playing devil's advocate, I was like, maybe Hannes is talking about how it's like they always come to his aid and they always rescue him and stuff. Maybe that's the illusion, whereas Eren would say that's an illusion. Like, they don't always rescue me, and stuff, know, because Hannes is saying, like, he can't hold his own for shit, but hey, the little bastard never gives up.
Yeah. Yeah, never gives up. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, he's always looking for a fight. He says, 5 guys want to take him on, he wouldn't even think twice about jumping into that fray like an idiot, right? And then he says, when an MP or Mikasa shows up, he's already beaten to hell, but you know what? He says he's never really had the privilege of seeing Eren win.
Yeah.
But he never saw him back down either, which obviously we know that says a lot about Eren and his character, because Eren, he's a fighter.
Oh, definitely.
And
clear.
He's working his way to becoming a winner. We saw it where he was able to go ahead
and underdog,
and get humanity their first victory against the Titans. When he was able to go ahead and pretty much plug up the breach and everything. And then he was holding his own against Armin. against the Armored.
Yeah.
The Armored Armin.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was holding his own against
universe, Armored Armin.
The Armored Armin.
But yeah, the Armored.
Against Rhina.
Yeah.
Because Rhino was kicking his ass before.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Until he had to, somehow he's this super quick learner. Fighting Annie, once.
Yeah.
Also, we have more of that, comparison symbolism with the birds.
Yeah.
Because Hannes says, if you can count anything... Oh, yeah, it's that Eren will give him hell, at least till you or me shows up to help him. That's how it's always been, right? And he looks up at the sky and he sees birds flying.
Yeah.
And then he says, yes, sir, those were good old days. Or, those were good old days and everything. And then he mentions that Eren would say it was illusion. But, again, the birds representing freedom.
Yeah,
and everything.
representing freedom and stuff, and it's just we've seen it before.
That's what freedom was to them at that time.
Yeah, because we've seen before when over inside the walls, I believe it was during the deliberation, and I believe it was Jean and Armin were called to go ahead and pretty much go to this court deliberation, right? And Armin, as he is walking through the halls of this court, pretty much he's looking outside and he sees I believe it was a duck, right?
Yeah.
That was flying.
Yeah.
And it was flying just so peaceful and so freely, and all of a sudden just we see it flying over the wall. And again, it's just a symbol, and I think that obviously this was put in place for a reason and stuff, and when Hannes is going, he's looking up and into the sky and he sees his bird and he's talking about the good old days, obviously it's important, right? So yeah, but he's able to go ahead and spark this kind of fire, or relight this fire in Armin and Mikasa, because he tells them look, he's not gonna quit. He's not gonna give up, right?
No, not at all.
And yeah, so he's pretty much.
And he says, "Yo, do ducks even fly that high though?" And I was thinking about that too. It was like a duck goose thing.
It was one of those
it was some kind of water bird.
Yeah, it was definitely a duck.
But ducks do fly.
Yeah, because they go and they fly, whatever,
Yeah,
like
they
south for the
migrate.
winter.
Yeah.
But do they fly that high though? That's a question. We don't know.
I mean, if they be migrating, I don't know. I can only think of them ever flying that high in like animated films.
Yeah. And they usually fly in packs, don't they, or no?
Yeah, in their
And
V
this was
formation.
a solo duck.
Yeah, this was a lone duck.
Lone duck.
Free as can be.
Mm-hmm. But then we see that after this bird flies away, they're like, you know what? All right, here's my ration.
I know. They're eating
While they're
it
staring
so
at Hannes.
aggressively. That has to be so weird for Hannes to witness. Being like, that y'all good? That means
Yeah, he's
y'all
like,
good?
whoa, all right.
That concussion getting to you?
Yeah.
Or... Yeah.
Interesting. But let's get back to the good old days. So let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
So we continue the episode as we see just a squad of soldiers on their horses. They're rushing to their next destination. On top of the wall, we see a ready team of Armin, Mikasa, Connie, Historia, and all the other scouts. They're ready and eager to retrieve Eren and Ymir. Mikasa says,
They're here.
as we hear the sounds of horses galloping, drawing nearer. Mobilet, who appears to have recently woken up, as we see Hanji next to him is still not awake yet, he asks, is that... Oh, wow! Commander Irvin! As we see Commander Irvin leading the charge. With MPs! Which has got to be a surprise, right? Because
Yeah.
like, wait, he's there with MPs?
Yeah, Irvin has the MPs.
Yeah. And we see that the cavalry has arrived with equipment, right? Which is important so that the others on the wall, they can fully restock. And Armin says, never thought they'd ride on top of the wall. And Historia responds.
Probably the quickest route here.
And Armin, he now tells Historia, for the record, I know you won't, but I'd much rather prefer if you stayed behind. Then Historia quickly and adamantly tells Armin,
No, not happening. Nice try, though. As long as Ymir's in danger, nothing will keep me here. Sorry. That's just how it is.
mm-hmm. Then Connie now joins in the conversation. We're all in this together, Armin. You're not special. Every one of us has a reason for going. Still trying to process mine, to be honest. I have to know why Reina and Bertolt did what they did. I want to ask. Will I look them dead in the eye? You're going to be dead if you're looking in their eye.
All right.
But also we see now that he realizes, because I think, previous episode or whatever, when they were trying to go ahead and the scouts that were on top of the walls, right? Because obviously we know Squad 3 and Squad 4 were up there.
Yeah.
Connie was up there, and they were trying to retrieve some of the scouts and stuff who were injured, and doesn't Connie say something like where's Ryan and Bertolt? They don't have equipment.
They don't have equipment. Make sure they're okay. Yeah. Like, he obviously doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. And so now we know that he's aware of the situation.
Oh, cool. He's aware. He knows what's happening.
And, per usual, Connie's a little late to the party, but hey, he's here and he wants to make his presence felt, and he wants him to look dead in the eye and ask them, why did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And then Eddie's mentioning that, going back to the bird talk, that that's 300 feet up in the air, right?
Yeah, I don't know if ducks can fly that high.
And then now he's saying that in terms of Commander Irvin leading the scouts, the soldiers, and the MPs, along the wall. Eddie's saying like imagine falling off the wall while riding on top of on your horse.
I know.
Top of the wall.
Just trust. You have to fully trust your horse.
Imagine you're trying to all cram into this, you're trying to cram yourself.
Yeah.
So that you stay on the wall.
You have all the soldiers and MPs with equipment.
Yeah, all it takes is for an MP or soldier just to go in.
All it takes is for one rock to roll, for the horse to roll its ankle on.
One hard left or one hard right, and they're bumping all of a sudden, just like Wilhelm scream.
I know, falling off the wall. Oh well, sorry, this is the first time I've ever done this. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Quickest route, but the deadliest route.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
All running too. They're not even. They're their horses are running, galloping.
So yeah, Connie. We see that he's also now determined, but he doesn't fully understand his reasoning. Right? He's still trying to figure that out. A little late to the party, but he'll figure it out.
He's angry too.
Yeah. Right. So Commander Irvin, he now joins the others as he gets off his horse. A happy and relieved Moblet welcomes the commander. Good to see you, Commander Irvin. Glad you're here. And then Commander Irvin asks Moblet, is the situation still the same? And Moblet answers, yes, sir. And Irvin now says, good. Right. Deploy the lifts. And Moblet, he's startled by someone who we see is grabbing a hold of his ankle. And then Moblet looks down and he says, Hanji?
Sounds like Hanji.
We see a weak and exhausted Hanji who literally like crawled on her stomach just to go ahead and make her way to Moblet
from Black Ops Zombies
and grab onto Moblet's freaking ankle just so she can be acknowledged, right? Mm-hmm. So Hanji again, she's weak and exhausted. She tells Moblet,
don't just stand there. Give me a map.
And then we now see soldiers deploying the lifts as they lower soldiers and horses to the other side of the wall. Hanji, she now says,
it's a gamble, but the trees in the forest are massive.
As we see that Hanji is pointing at a map.
I say we ride straight for it.
And we now see that Hanji, she's still on the floor while everyone else is huddled around her as she continues to explain.
See, even if they had a way to cover the armored titan's footprints, this is almost definitely where we would find them.
And Irvin asks Hanji, why is that? And Hanji answers and explains.
They need to recoup. They have the power to assume Titan form, but other Titans on that side of the wall still pose a threat, especially after putting up such a fight. Yes, Eren was the worst for it, but they've got to be spent. Remember when Annie went out cold? Let's suppose they're healed somewhere beyond Walmaria. That's not a simple hike. They'll need all the rest they can get before covering with that kind of distance. They're in no shape to make it in a single push. And if so, they'll want to catch their breath somewhere other Titans can't get to them. Odds are, they'll hold out till it gets dark.
Yeah. It can be tough when it's like a full-on monologue.
Yeah. Also, while she's like still audibly in pain.
Yeah. Also, Eddie also now is mentioning that, like, how wide is that wall? Like 10 feet?
I know. I don't
know. Like, it's got to be, wide enough, and stuff, because we see that
the answer is wide enough.
Yeah. The group that's here that's huddled around Hanji, I mean, it's a sizable group.
Yeah, it's a decent sized group. So that has to be a decent size. Yeah, I think the wall is, if I were to make a good guess, maybe like 20 feet wide?
Yeah, probably be a solid guess.
20 feet? I mean, it has to hold a colossal in it, so it's got to be kind of wide.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, unless they're all just like in rows and rows and lined up and stuff, right? And they're all kind of like further back and stuff.
Yeah.
And because even when we see that these lifts, they're sending and they're dropping, soldiers and their horses to the other side of the wall, right? Which we know that's the other side of the wall is where, the armored and he ran off with, Bertold and Eren and with whatever her name is, with Ymir.
That one girl. And the one girl that has a crush on Soria. I don't know.
Read that, Lex.
Lexi, that voice acting on Hanji though, 100%.
We'll say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will say,
that
Lexi,
was hard.
Hanji is probably like
Hanji
your
comes
go-to,
to me naturally.
your go-to voice for sure.
Hanji definitely comes to me naturally.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Thank you, Hetty. Thank you. He says, I hope it's 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, who knows? Again, for all we know, like there were some casualties along the way. They just hush hush.
They just didn't mention it.
Hey, where's Bill? Yeah, he's still over in Trost.
Yeah, he's in a different district.
Yeah.
He fell.
He definitely did not fall.
Yeah.
Definitely. Can you imagine also falling, but like being like straggler Titans around?
Oh my gosh, I have to fall on the wrong side.
Oh, yes. And all of a sudden just, hey guys, I'm still alive.
Barely survived. Yeah.
Well, there goes Bill.
No, I think if you fall from there, you're done.
Unless you act like
Oh yeah,
quickly.
if you have ODM gear on,
and you're just like, oh my
but
God,
your
that
horse
was
is
close.
done.
Yeah, your horse is just like.
Sorry. I know. Or you land on your horse.
Poor Bojack.
Bojack. No.
But yeah, there's a lot of people here who are, which I'm surprised with, especially with these MPs who are on board to go ahead and chase after Titans.
I know. A very select few. Honestly, they probably were told.
Yeah, unless that's the thing is, unless Irvin didn't fully explain the situation and tell them
they were voluntold.
Like, all right, we have some of our own that was kidnapped.
Yeah.
We need to go ahead and get them back.
We need to go on an expedition.
And then all of a sudden, like, we have they're like they're listening to Hanji's explaining everything, and they're in there. We're like, wait, what the hell? Like,
I know.
We weren't told this.
I know, we weren't told that we had to go on
Titans?
The Colossal and the Armor?
Are you kidding me? Like, Bill died on the way here.
I know.
We're gonna join Bill.
I know.
Like, dude.
For real.
Are you kidding me right now?
All right, Bill.
He says, AG, oh, you had me cracking up with Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Poor Bill,
Funny. Yeah, in our own Attack the Talk universe, we have a Bill.
Yeah, we have a Bill.
That died on the way.
Died on the way.
Bill.
Just,
Guys, I'm still...
Bill didn't act fast enough.
No.
He didn't use his ODM gear.
Bill was not... No.
He fell before his horse, and his horse fell on him afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened.
He's like,
and then he happened to fall on the Titan.
Guys, I'm still
on the outside with the Titans. Titans got a good meal.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone else is just like riding their horses. Like all they hear is just it, and then it's just like, oh shoot, Bill.
Meanwhile, they're like, ride faster, keep going.
Yeah,
ride faster.
Bill.
Yeah,
Venomous Drapion. Yeah, Bill's gone.
Venomous Drapion.
Yeah.
Bill. R.I.P. Bill.
Hey, maybe Bill wasn't the only way. For all we know, maybe there was someone else that died.
I know. No, there definitely was.
Someone else like...
do I have to think of a name?
Someone else like
Rick.
Improv. Rick.
Or Rick.
Bill and Rick? Really? Why does Rick have to die? I thought Rick was a good dude.
Bill and Rick.
just falling and just...
I don't know.
And then meanwhile... Someone sees him fall. Oh, geez, Rick! Right?
Bill and Rick and
Morty made it,
and,
right?
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say somebody other than Rick, because I was thinking of Rick too.
Yeah.
I don't know why Rick was the next. Rick was the next name.
Rick. We were like, what are some basic names?
That's the next name after Bill. I mean, if your name's Rick, then we're sorry. Your name.
Not
Rick. Yeah. But Bill definitely died. It's okay. I feel like if anything, Bill was like somebody you had to convince. You really had to convince Bill to even make the trip. Bill doesn't like getting out of the house. Let alone just like he's not present. He's not there. He doesn't know the reasoning why he's even in this fight. He's kind of like how Connie's like, you know what? Like I know I have to do this, but I don't know what my motivation is. No, I mean Bill's kind of like this is what I signed up for.
Bill was one of the MPs.
Bill's like, Bill was one of the MPs who was mocking Levi, like, hey, Levi. He
was one of those MPs for sure.
Hey.
Also the same,
Where's the Titans?
Yeah, where the Titans at?
You didn't save any for us. And then Levi's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Hey.
You seem eager to be eaten so
yeah. Next time, how about you go on a scouting expedition with us? And it makes sense because Bill's not capable as he died on the way to join the rest of the group. Very interesting. Bill, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Bill.
You'll be missed.
He definitely was one of those MPs that Irvin just did not explain it enough.
No.
And they showed up, we're like, what?
Thinking about MPs, right, and what we know about them and stuff. And
their horrible track record.
MPs, they don't want to be around any danger. They want to be there, as close as they can inside the wall, and it's like
all cushy.
They're chilling over in Cena, and they're they drink too, right? They get drunk and they just chill and play card games, right? That's what they do. And there's no way that these MPs they went and acted on their own to be like, yeah, Irvin, you're right. Let's go get Aaron back.
Just like trying to get on his
I don't know who Ymir is, but let's go get her back too.
Let's go get them. Yeah. Is she hot?
Yeah. She hot.
I know. That's what Bill was wondering.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, Rick's like telling Bill, like, hey, I heard she likes girls. And then Bill's like, really? Oh, that's so hot. Hey, let's go save her.
It's so hot.
So that I can throw some money at her and like, hey, can you kiss this girl for me?
I know. Can I watch?
Poor Bill didn't even get to see it, right? Rick didn't see it either because Rick died after
Oh yeah,
too.
Rick. You know that one. Yeah, Rick.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like what? Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's the one who died.
Bill.
Bill. Oh no, he was the science guy. What are we gonna do now?
No. I
Yeah.
mean, Rick Sanchez is technically a science guy too.
We're losing all of our science
All the
guys.
science dudes are leaving.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I could totally picture that. Can you picture like Rick saying, "Is she hot?" in like Rick's voice?
Yeah. She hot.
Yeah, is she hot? And yeah, Bill.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Bill's like,
she's
I don't know, but I
Jaw
heard.
Titan.
Yeah.
she got booty.
Yeah.
She got legs for days.
It's very strange.
All right. Well,
These Titans are thick, right?
it's Titan. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to not. They looked at me first. All right.
like
It's hard
how-
to not notice when they don't have any clothes.
I like how way back in who knows what episode we were literally talking about like Pastor Nick and his people.
Yeah.
They died in a way that like Commander Pixis would have loved to have gone
Yeah.
out.
Pixis would have loved going
Like
out.
Annie literally crashed through their church
Their little temple.
and she sat on
She
all of
sat
them.
on them and they died.
They died. Yeah.
Death by getting
Death by
sat on.
cheeks.
Death by cheeks.
Yeah.
Death by muscle cheeks.
Yeah.
They got crushed. They got sat on by a muscle
They
mom.
got
is
sat
exactly what
on
happened.
by and yeah, Pixis
You
was
know,
like,
Pastor Nick is like, no, I survived.
no, that dude had no reaction.
Oh, that's true. He literally didn't care.
That guy
that
does
they all
not
died.
care about
He literally
his
didn't care that all of his followers
fellow
died.
people.
I think Pixis had more of a reaction, being like, dang it.
Yeah.
I wish I went out that way.
How did they die? Ah, damn it.
Sexy lady Titan.
I wanted to die by a sexy lady Titan.
I know.
Oh, well. Hey,
Yep.
maybe there's more.
I know. There's got to be more out there.
Maybe there isn't.
What does your mirrors look like?
What? You see there's another lady Titan?
Another lady?
Oh, she's captured? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Bill. Hey, Rick.
Bill, Rick,
Let's
come
go.
on. We're going.
And that's all the convincing they needed.
I feel like I make Pixis sound so piratey.
Yeah.
You sound like a pirate.
They say,
Tis the sea.
we need to go after the booty.
The booty. Different type of booty.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, the Titan theme just.
I know. Speaking of Jaw Titan. Oh, now I'm not in focus anymore. That's great.
Why is it that it's like?
This is my punishment for
Is
making
it sounds?
too many.
Is it? I don't know.
Am I moving too much? What's happening?
I don't know. Your camera is just like. Stop talking about Bill.
Bill. It's like so incredibly out of focus too. Oh.
Bill.
Bill.
You like that?
That's fine. Why'd you say it like that? You like that?
You like that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I have no idea where we're. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good.
We
never mind.
are at. So Hani.
So, Hani.
Hanji just finished her monologue.
Yeah, she missed her monologue. Oh, I know where we're at. Okay. So yeah, after she decides to go ahead and give her
speech
her
lying stomach
exhausting
down.
speech, yeah, and she's still not fully, rested or whatever.
Moblet, what are you doing?
Yeah, Moblet.
Give me a map.
Moblet. Yeah. Like, okay, hold on.
Hold on.
So Moblet is in awe that the commander's here, right?
Yes.
And he's like, oh my gosh, the commander's here. Oh wait,
Earth is here.
There's MPs?
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
Or he's like, dang it, there's MPs.
Yeah, dang it, MPs.
I don't have a good experience with them.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think anybody does.
No.
And then, like, can you imagine just you feel something grab your like ankle?
Oh my gosh, yeah. At this, you're on top of the wall, on the brink of like, on the other side there are Titans. We don't know what's going on. Very high stress.
Like,
Something
what
grabs
if
your ankle.
His first reaction wasn't to look down.
Well, he doesn't have a gun. To what?
I'm just saying his first reaction could have been just like to kick.
Then, man, Hanji would have
gotten an eye patch a lot sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, just give me a map.
No. Give me a map.
She's out cold again.
Yeah. Like, oh, Hanji's done. Okay, guys, we got to wait like 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes for her to wake up.
Yeah.
Then we'll get the new
and Mikasa's like, the hell with that. No, we need to go get my guy now.
I know. Let's go right now.
Yeah.
And she would have woken up like, where is everybody?
Yeah. Well, speaking of her guy, so now continuing on with the episode, we now get this point of view of this person opening their eyes. And as this person opens their eyes, we can see that this person is indeed in a forest. We then see that this is, of course, Eren Yeager. And we see that he has like steam surrounding him. Right? And we also see that, of course, he still has his Titan markings on his face.
Yeah.
And as the camera pans away from Eren, we see that he currently has no arms. And we see that the steam that was surrounding him is coming from the lack of arms.
Coming from his shoulders.
Yeah. And then the camera pans again, and we see that Ymir is in the background, who she's no longer in this comatose state. She's awake now. And we see that she is without her right hand. She's still missing her right foot.
Okay. But, at least she has most limb.
Yeah. She pretty much has like everywhere from the wrist up is gone.
Yeah.
Right? And then from the ankle down, it's gone.
But, her insides aren't as jumbled.
Yeah, at least, she's good to go now. She's awake and she is looking at...
wherever she was.
Yeah. I don't know. We still don't know how.
We still have no idea where she was.
That. We know that she was taken by, Bertold.
Yeah.
I saw that
we saw the before, we saw the after. We don't know what the
We saw Bertold go ahead and throw Ymir and Bill into his mouth.
Yeah.
Anybody that dies without a name.
Bill, Rick, yeah.
But, yeah, and then so... Okay, hold on. Anybody in chat here... If you guys could explain to me the moment when the Colossal Titan drops down from the wall to save Reina, right? He drops down from the wall, crashes, and again we get that moment where it's like a freaking like the skull,
like a plume.
It literally is just like this Ghost Rider looking Colossal Titan that falls, crashes onto, Eren in his Titan form and the Armored Titan. And that's the moment that saves Reina. And once the dust is kind of settled, maybe not even then. The dust isn't settled. We just see it's still just like this crazy kind of like giant cloud of dust and everything and stuff. Well, anyways, Bertold is no longer in his Titan form.
Yeah.
He's on top of, the body of Eren's Titan.
Yeah.
And he has Ymir in hand.
Yes.
Okay.
And
where the hell was Ymir? Where was she staying?
Yeah, where was she during the whole mouth wide open falling from the wall?
Again, Bertold,
where was Bill?
As the Colossal Titan, throws Ymir and another freaking scout into his mouth, right?
We don't know who that scout was. R.I.P.
So did he swallow the scout but made sure not to swallow Ymir?
Yeah, we don't. And then, where was Ymir while his mouth was wide open? And then he's
mouth wide open. He's falling down on top of Eren and Reina.
Where is she where that impact is not going to...
did she fall...
He just absorbed her? What's going on?
Did she fall out of the mouth and land, and then she was also a part of that crazy,
yeah, the big old...
explosion? And
I feel
stuff?
like he wouldn't have put her at such a risk.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I don't...
I brought up before.
Has anyone asked Isayama?
I brought up before. I'm like, that's a great picture, by the way.
Yeah, that's a great one. Frozen on.
But I mentioned too, I was like, okay, so when he threw Ymir into his mouth, much like how the actual Titan user is able to be wrapped around and kind of protected into the muscle fibers and stuff like that, can you, as a Titan user, if you're say experienced enough, say you have the capabilities or whatever, you have full control over your Titan abilities, can you as a Titan user also protect somebody else in those muscle fibers if you're trying to
feel like
capture somebody?
That's not possible.
Like, I don't think so either. But that's what in my mind is like, okay, maybe that's what happened.
Unless he was able to get out of his Titan while still on the wall, because it does look like it just falls. It doesn't look like he like put effort to make it fall. It looks like it just goes lifeless and falls, and its mouth wide open is just what happens with gravity and the force.
Yeah.
But if he just like what Eddie's saying, so maybe Birdie and Ymir hung out before they went out in ODM gear. Like maybe he heard the scream of Rhina calling out for help while everyone else is looking around to see what's going on. Birdie exits his Titan, grabs Ymir, don't know how, grabs Ymir, and then his Titan, lifeless Titan, just falls down and lets that.
That's a great point, because we know that this Titan is literally like decaying.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe I was thinking maybe that's just from the Titan exerting so much steam that it is, with every time it exerts the steam as like a protective barrier, it's also dying down, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, but that's a great point, Eddie. I want to say that it does make sense.
It does make more sense.
Rhina was able to go ahead or Bertolt was able to go ahead and essentially extract his ribs from connecting to the wall, and right as he's getting ready to go ahead and, and timber and fall, right?
Teeter over the other side.
He
exits his Titan.
With Ymir, they both exit the Titan. Okay, that does make sense.
But
right?
then he would have to exit the Titan, go into his own Titan's mouth, get her.
Yeah.
And also, where did he get the ODM gear from?
Yeah. Because now Eddie's also mentioned, like, I don't know, because I actually don't recall Bertolt having ODM gear before transforming.
Yeah, because, I mean, we know that he doesn't, because
they didn't have equipment.
We have Connie.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that they didn't have any, but we have Connie even, like, saying, like, they don't have any equipment.
Yeah.
So, unless he was just able to just get out, run.
But wait, and that
go
scene,
through his Titan.
In that scene, didn't Bertolt use ODM gear to latch onto Rhina's shoulder?
Let's look this up.
Oh, hold on.
Wait a minute.
We're going down some here.
There's a whole lot of plot holes going on. All right.
Because this is interesting here. If you can, pull up the scene, pull up the moment, because as we're now speculating out loud here, guys, Eddie, you're bringing up some good points here, okay? So, for one, I want to say a great point that, again, you mentioned that Bertolt could have exited his Titan body as it is falling over, right? Is there a moment where he has enough time to have Ymir in hand, somehow steal ODM gear, right? And then go back to Rhina? I don't know. I feel like there's not enough time in between that and the fall. Because now it's like, did Bertolt have ODM gear on him? Did he use his ODM gear?
Yeah,
to connect his cable onto Rhina's shoulder as Rhina's already running.
Let's see where.
Because we know that Bertolt with Ymir, right, in his arms, he is somehow able to land onto Rhina's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that Rhina already has Eren? Oh, he did, because he bit down on the nape. That's right.
Yeah, he already had Eren.
Yeah. So Eddie's also green says like that there couldn't have been that much time to be able to do all of those things.
Okay.
So Lexi, she is currently rewatching the moment.
We have so there it is decaying, just making noise. There's a lot of steam, so Birdie could have escaped and they wouldn't have seen, because there is a whole lot of steam going on.
Yeah, there is a lot of steam happening there. We see the rib cage is now breaking off of the wall, and here we have this is like a lifeless
it
Titan
just
body.
It's just gravity.
Yeah. That's Justin Cook, by the way, who screamed that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. It's after this one. Okay, so we get that.
Uh-huh.
And then here we go. It should be at the beginning of this one, or at least somewhat beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy that this is a moment that we kind of just missed here.
All the smoke.
You know? Like certain details in this like we need answers. For sure.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So now we're seeing
So he has Eren in his mouth.
Reina just extracted Eren from his Titan ape.
Yeah.
Right here's the moment where there's Eren's Titan body that's decaying.
Or that's a colossal.
Is that the colossal? I thought that was
look,
Eren's.
now he has ODM gear.
Yeah. Okay. So now we see it. See.
Yeah, Birdie, where'd you get that ODM gear
Birdie
from?
has ODM gear, and he used his ODM cable to go ahead and latch himself onto.
Yeah, you're right. Where'd he get the ODM gear from?
Oh, okay. Hold on. That's weird. So now he does have ODM gear. Okay. This is strange. Yeah. Eddie, no clue as to how he got the ODM gear.
I don't know.
The best explanation is that there was time that passed, right? Where say, okay, I'm going to do my best to try to explain this. Okay, so bear with me.
No idea.
Bear with me.
Is not explained in the anime.
So Bertold in his Titan form hears the that's a great point there too, Eddie, saying that he think he took the ODM gear from the guy that he swallowed, maybe. Okay. But also there's this.
That would make sense as to why he did swallow that.
Yeah.
Or not swallow, but did
kind of kept that dude, right?
Kept that dude. Because we were like, why the heck would he grab this
just a random person.
guy?
Yeah.
He just needed his ODM.
Which again goes back to my original question, like, is he able to store certain things inside his Titan body or the Titan mouth and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Obviously we know that he's keeping Ymir in there, but like, I don't know. But anyways, here was a theory that I was going to go ahead and present.
Unconsciously storing it though, like when he's not in it, which
in a weird way is like, is he like dissolving the person like in his mouth, or is it like, I feel weird saying this, but like, is he like stripping the person of their ODM gear with his tongue or something?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
is he like tying a cherry stem with his tongue type thing?
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so this was gonna be my reasoning. Okay, so hear me out here.
Like hamster cheek storing things in there.
Bertold heard Ymir's cry for help. He's like, "Oh shit, I gotta help Reina." So he goes and he deattaches himself from this Titan that is tipping over and falling onto Reina and onto Eren. As that's happening, Bertold isn't there.
Bertold has already exited.
Bertold has exited his Titan body. There's a lot of steam, as you said in that scene. There's so much steam, right? That Bertold could have, still been on top of the wall.
He wouldn't have gotten burnt, but
he could have still been on top of the wall, had Ymir, and maybe taken the ODM gear from, let's say, you know, a person's body that's there nearby, right? That maybe a person that died because of the steam, maybe a person that
he took.
Yeah, maybe. And then there's a moment, right, where it doesn't happen immediately, but there's time that passes between Reina
taking Eren.
So we don't know how much time has passed, but in that time, Bertold, he is able to go ahead and make his way to. So I don't know.
Okay, that is plausible. That's plausible.
Yeah.
But it has to happen perfectly because everyone needs to. Because I feel like if anyone had seen Bertold on the wall at all, they would have made it known. But of course, during that time, there's so much steam. Everyone is looking.
A rush of wind too that people are trying to. Like,
oh, that's true.
Remember, hang on to the wall. They're trying to go ahead.
That's true. That's a very great.
People are literally flying, you know, because of the force of the explosion, right?
That is a great distraction.
And we see that even Armin, who is being he's being protected by Sasha, who's literally like bear hugging him, and like she has her eyes closed and she's just trying to hold on to Armin for dear life and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Armin, he's like,
but somehow Bertold isn't affected.
He's trying to like look through the explosion and everything and stuff, right? Yeah. And he's able to see that Reina does take Eren.
Because I guess you're not really looking on top of the wall. You're looking at what just happened.
Yeah.
You're looking at the giant half-body colossal that just.
So that would have been a great distraction right there, right? For Bertold to like. Yeah, but then like Eddie's saying, like, how did he not get burned?
Yeah, how did he not get burned? You know? How is he not getting blown back from the blast? Because you could say, oh, he's putting his ODM cables in, but so did other people attempted that too, and the blast was way too strong.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
A different breed.
Like the more we try to explain it, the more there's
always going to be some kind of plot.
There's other questions.
You have to ask Isayama, what happened, man?
Yeah.
Anyone read the manga? What happened in it?
Very strange. But anyway, so now we see that they have arrived at the forest, which, you know, as Hanji had mentioned, she kind of like, you know, so theorized that that's where they would be.
Yeah.
And they're there.
So smart.
And then
she was right.
Ymir, we see again in the background. She's awake, and she is watching a confused Eren, who's rightfully confused because he's like, wait, like what?
Just woke up and was like,
what happened?
What happened?
One, you're looking up at
last thing I remember.
Trees.
I was living. I mean, I was winning.
I was kicking your ass.
I know.
You know, like,
I remember winning.
And then you have no arms.
I know.
You know, you go and you're looking around.
Like, what's going on?
And there's just gotta be so much confusion, you know. But anyways, so we see that Ymir again is watching Eren in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then we hear a voice. And his voice is Reina as he tells Eren, "You're awake." And Eren looks up to see Reina and Bertold looking down on Eren as they're both just standing on a large tree branch. Reina continues, "Welcome back." And then we now go back to that squad of scouts, garrison soldiers, and MPs who are being led by Commander Irvin, all grouped up on top of the wall, readying for their mission to get back Eren and Ymir. Hanji, she tells everyone,
"We have until sundown."
And then we now see everyone on horseback.
"If we can reach the forest by then, we might have a chance to save them."
And then Commander Irvin orders, "Let's move!" And then we get the to be continued.
And in that motivating,
"Let's move!"
But of course, Hanji was so smart. She's correct.
Thanks to Hanji, we now know where we're going.
Yeah, I know. Thanks to Hanji, we know exactly where we're going to move.
So go ahead and get back Eren and Ymir.
I know. We have
everyone else is. Yeah! We gotta get her back from Titans. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Titans?
What?
Yes.
Titans?
Titans.
Like,
not just Titans. Not abnormal Titans. These are the abnormal Titans. Man. Let's get them back from the ones who ruined and started this whole disaster.
I know, the ones who started
the Colossal Titan and the Armored Titan.
Everyone's like, what?
And then when you look back and it's just everybody's gone.
Sign up for this.
Everybody's gone.
Yeah. You hear the horses going the opposite way.
And then Han is like, well, didn't expect that.
Go join Bill.
Back to the good old days.
I know. I know, honestly.
But then Mika says she's already gone because she's already moved ahead.
Mika's been gone. She said, trees got it.
Yeah.
Trees, I'm on my way.
Armin's like, I gotta catch up to her.
Yeah. Like, wait.
Or he's like,
Mikasa.
Armin's like, oh geez, Mikasa. Wait for me. I have to go too because I'm Eren's conscience and he won't listen unless I'm there.
Jiminy Cricket.
And I mean, they're getting paid, right? I mean, they are.
MPs, yeah.
MPs get paid.
They getting paid?
Yeah, because I mean, we see them.
But are they getting paid the same amount as the other MPs that are in the halls? Is this like an extra? Maybe it was like a we'll give you. Like this is like a overtime kind of thing. It's like you'll get paid more for this shift.
Yeah.
If you go
there
with
was
us.
a whole
and they were like,
we missed the whole part of like the negotiations and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And the MPs are like, hold on, hey, Commander Irvin, hey, you know, I always liked you, but hold on, hey, we're talking about doing this and this. I mean, come on, I mean, there's got to be some sort of incentive here.
You're giving off like Beetlejuice vibes right now.
Let's go ahead and let's let's talk about hey, you know.
Oh, anything you want me to eat, I'll swallow. Anything you want me to swallow, I'll chew on a dog.
Chew on a dog. Yeah. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice, he's
good old Beetlejuice. He's in the MPs
he's
too.
over in Trost, just doing his thing.
He's the negotiator, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, these MPs are just like.
He was real heartbroken over Bill.
Yeah. Read that in your best character voice, Lex.
What?
Just come up with a character you think would say that.
I was gonna.
What?
My immediate thought was to do like Jasmine from Big Brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Jiminy Cricket.
It's always sunny in Cena. That's a character.
You guys know who that is from Big Brother. Good job.
Jiminy Cricket. It's always sunny in Cena. Yeah.
All right. It's always sunny in Cena.
It's always sunny in Cena. There's a lot going on in Cena.
Yeah, we really made our own universe, didn't we? That
But
has
you know,
all these other
there's these
characters.
MPs are like Irvin, we like you, we do, but come on, like, do you really expect us to go ahead and do that? I mean, we're talking Titans
Yeah.
here. Like, do we really
we don't
have?
deal with that. That's not really my job.
Do we really have
description.
Titan experience? I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey,
I don't know if I'm really. They have to pull the
Maybe.
Hannes. I'm not really qualified for that. Wait till someone else comes around.
maybe if you kick down a little ching ching, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, then we're there. We're
Yeah.
your guys. You know,
Yeah.
we'll be there. Meanwhile, then like in the line of fire and in the action and stuff, we see them in the background. They're just counting their coins and stuff.
Yeah.
We're
Like
huh? What? Oh, you guys got it.
You know.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Hey, we'll be here.
Yeah.
We have extra gas. Extra supplies. We got you. Just wait.
Yeah. Eddie, honestly, I've heard good things about this show, but I haven't seen it. Don't think anything less of me, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've never seen It's Always
But-
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's
We're
always
just talking
sunny.
about Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio.
Jiminy
Being
Cricket.
conscious.
Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio. I'm Jiminy Cricket. What am I saying?
No, I'm Jiminy Cricket.
That'd be like Jiminy Cricket. There's always Titans in Cena.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
But yeah, I don't know. These MPs, I mean, they're getting paid for sure.
Oh yeah,
Um,
getting paid handsomely for this mission.
mhm.
They were like, dang, all we have to do is just save some dude and some chick from
from a forest.
some forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine. I'll
Sure.
do that for some extra change.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Count us in.
I don't really
so we
want
can
to
count
leave the
them
walls,
coins,
but I
baby.
guess I'll go,
Let's go. Hey,
then-
Bill, we're getting paid.
I
Bill's
know.
like, hell yeah.
I know.
I can't
Let's
wait.
go.
You know what? I have been waiting for this payday because you know what? I have a family at home. And God, I can't wait to see my kids. And oh my gosh, it's gonna be so great to be home again and stuff. You know what? And just Christmas is coming
Bring back
up.
some good dough.
And
yeah.
hey, I mean, let's talk about that bread. I mean, that bread's so expensive these days and stuff, right? Oh my gosh, let's do this. Count
And then
me
we
in.
got Flashback to
Bill's
when they
just-
were on their way.
Ah!
Womp womp.
And he just the last thing on his mind is his family.
Womp womp womp.
And then Bill's kids are like, I cannot wait till Dad gets home. You know,
I know. I can't wait. I'm like, oh well.
can't wait.
That's awkward.
I can't wait till Dad gets home.
Yeah, Bill's kid is Mickey Mouse.
Like, and then his wife, like, he's just like, oh gosh, like,
His wife. Yes, your kid is Mickey
Uh,
Mouse and his wife is Goofy.
yeah. And
Said she was extremely silly. No, I said she was fucking goofy.
yeah. Whoa, Bill, your wife is a dog.
Your wife's a dog. No, isn't he? No, I think Goofy's a cow. I think he was,
What?
like said that Goofy was a cow.
Goofy's a cow.
Because Pluto's a dog.
Yeah,
And
and
Pluto's on all fours and can't talk.
so
And Goofy, hold on. If you any of you guys know, I
Eddie,
think Goofy's
tell
a dog.
us, is
I mean,
Goofy
Goofy's
a dog or is
cow.
Goofy a cow? For crying out loud, I always thought Goofy was a dog. There's no way you're telling me Goofy.
What species is Goofy?
Yeah.
He was first introduced as a side character named Dippy Dog.
Well, okay, it's in the name
Okay.
right there.
So yeah, he's considered an anthropomorphic dog.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Pluto is a normal dog. Dang,
Okay.
how did Pluto feel looking at Goofy? Like,
I
bro,
know.
you can walk and talk, and I can't.
Pluto's like, Roro.
Meanwhile, Pluto is just a mixed breed dog. He's a pet. He's a bloodhound.
So what the hell went wrong for Goofy to be able to be what he's at? Like, what?
I know.
Like what happened there? Fell into a vat of chemicals.
Yeah, he has
That
superpowers.
created
yeah.
this Goofy character.
I like how it says he's a tall anthropomorphic dog who typically wears a turtleneck, a vest with pants, shoes, white gloves, a tall hat originally designed by a rumpled fedora.
Cool.
So Goofy's a fedora man.
Like it.
All right.
Wait, then how did Goofy marry Bill?
You know what's funny?
Huh.
Goofy's voice actor is named Bill Farmer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Bill. That's why.
Okay. Interesting.
But what the heck? There's a lot of... He's part dog, but not necessarily a dog.
Yeah.
Says Bill Farmer.
Did you know that, Lex? You play the skate games?
I don't know. I just know that the skate stance Goofy came from the character. Really? What?
Is that true?
Goofy came from... I mean, I know that there's regular and Goofy stance, but Goofy came from... Does he stand with his one foot... Does he stand with his right foot forward?
Mm.
All right. Yeah, apparently there's people saying that he's not a dog.
But then wait, hold on. If he's not a dog, then what is he?
He's his own thing. Goofy is his own...
Goofy's an alien?
Goofy's more of a human character, created by a human character. Pluto is a pet. Okay.
Oh, hold on. That's mean.
I mean, Pluto is a pet.
Yeah, but come on.
Goofy... The publication debunked an article by another site which claimed that Goofy is a cow since his character's love interest is Clarabelle Cow.
Wait. Goofy's love interest is a cow? I thought it was in the Goofy movie. In the Goofy movie, wasn't it another dog?
Yeah, but in the actual like show, it's a cow. Clarabelle Cow.
Huh.
But in the show, it is... I don't even know what she is. She might be a dog. I don't know what she is. The librarian from Goofy movie?
But Eddie's saying that, yeah, because in the movie it's showing him right in that stance.
Oh, no way. That's so interesting. Okay, once I'm Clarabelle's girlfriend. Okay.
Well, the more you know.
Sometimes his girlfriend was the sometimes girlfriend of Horace Horsecollar, who was a horse.
But Goofy has a son, too.
Yeah, Goofy does have a son who is very dog-like.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I don't... Okay. So Disney's Bill Farmer, who has voiced Goofy, Pluto, and Horace Horsecollar, offered his thoughts on the character.
Yeah.
He's not a dog. Pluto is a dog. But Goofy seems to be in the canine family in the same way that a wolf is not a dog. But they also are in the canine family. I think Canis Goofus is the technical Latin term for what Goofy is. Mm-hmm. He's just Goofy.
So he's his own breed.
So Goofy is his own
species of dog.
So Canis Goofus, which is like a canine goof.
So he is in the
he's
dog
a goof
family, but however, he's not
technically a dog. But his love interest is a cow.
What?
But also, that same cow dated someone in the horse, someone who was a horse. So I guess you don't need to be the same.
So I guess you would say this cow is a bit of a whore, slubber.
A little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
But so there's interspecies relationships in this. In Disney.
Wait, no.
Yes.
Mickey likes Minnie.
Yes, but horses like cows, and Goofy, who is a goof, Goofy's his own thing, likes cows.
Yeah, but he can't like anything else because he's his own species, though. Because if he fell for Pluto, that'd be weird.
His own species.
Right?
Yeah, because Pluto is a pet.
Yeah.
Pluto is a dog. Pluto is a bloodhound.
Right.
But Goofy is his own thing.
Then
Goofy
you got
is
Donald and Daisy, right?
Yeah, they're both ducks.
Yeah, and there's Daffy and Bugs.
That took me a second. I was like, that is not in the Disney.
No, it's not.
And they're not together.
Yeah, they could be.
You have Lola and Bugs.
They
they're
could
both
be. I mean,
rabbits.
not. I mean, this is all just speculation. Not saying that he is.
It's like Sony universe. You know,
we love everybody, but I mean, Bugs does like to dress and drag a bit. You know, likes to kiss. You know,
Bugs is a little bit of a. You know, Bugs kind of belongs to the streets.
Bugs loves.
But his true heart is for one rabbit.
Huh?
One other bunny.
No, don't even say it.
Lola Bunny.
Lola, she's
at least in Space Jam, it's like
but then
in the Looney Tunes, the most recent cartoon, Lola's completely different. A lot of people hated it because it was like, yeah, she's not this eye candy anymore. She actually has a personality. And she
in the new Space
funny.
Jam?
Not in the new Space Jam.
Oh, I was gonna say because people didn't in the new Space Jam they like They didn't give her breasts.
Yeah, they didn't
give her the
sexualize her.
curves.
They didn't sexualize her as much.
No, that all belonged to Bugs.
Yeah, that was all Bugs. Yeah, they didn't sexualize her.
Yeah.
People were mad about it. How dare you not sexualize a rabbit?
Yeah, Eddie agrees. Bugs belongs to the streets.
Yeah, I belong to the streets. But there's the Looney Tunes cartoon that's like actual show on like, I want to say it's on Cartoon Network, and it came out a few years ago. It's not that old. It came out a few years ago.
The Looney Tunes show.
Somewhat, huh?
The Looney Tunes show.
No, that one's like the actual like OG Looney Tunes show.
No. The OG is just Looney Tunes.
Oh, then the Looney Tunes show? I don't know what it's called, but
Look it
Lola
up.
in it is like, she looks completely different.
Don't forget
she
the
actually
baby Looney
is
Tunes.
like
Isn't there
funny.
baby Looney Tunes?
Yeah, but that one's old.
Yeah, that one's old. I mean, they're young in that one, but...
Because there's baby Looney Tunes and then there's Tiny Toons, which are whole new characters, but they're young. Looney Tunes
Okay,
show.
we're combining universes here, but...
It is called the Looney Tunes show. You're right.
Yeah.
And Lola in it is...
It is.
Is that Lola or is it a different character?
No clue. I can't see it.
Hold on. Let me see.
Hold on to the mic.
Porky Pig, Lola Bunny. Oh, is that... Okay, so there's Lola Bunny and there's Patricia Bunny.
What? Patricia? Hold on, now we're just making up characters.
Patricia. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the rest of the Looney Tunes characters. Okay, I want to know about the other characters, though.
I don't.
Because there is one...
I have not, Marco. That's on Netflix, right? Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
Cyberpunk Edge... Yeah, I haven't... No, I haven't seen it. Cyberpunk
I'm
Edge
still
Runners,
trying to honestly just push through One Piece. And I've finally passed the 500 episode mark. And it's I hate how it goes to like,
Yeah, it is Lola.
you get so into it, whatever the storyline is in One Piece, and you're like, yes, let's freaking do this. Yeah. Right? And all of a sudden, you get the preview for whatever the hell random freaking little filler episode they decide to go ahead and go through. It's like, here we go. Now we have freaking, they're on a complete different island and they're doing a little side thing that makes no sense and it's not a part of the actual story. Mm-hmm. And you're like, dude, can we get back to the story
we were
here?
just here.
Like, so many fillers. But it's my own damn fault because I can't not watch it. I don't know. Like, because they bring back certain characters that, you know, it's cool from the past and stuff and everything. I don't know. My own damn fault. But I have not seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Marco was saying that's what Naruto was like. See, it's tough because Naruto is another one that has so many episodes, right?
Yeah.
So many seasons.
A lot.
So it's like you have to really buckle down and you have to just know that you're going to be in for a commitment at this point. And so again, it took me a while to go ahead and even think about giving One Piece a try.
Chainsaw Man.
But yeah,
I've been so excited for it and I haven't watched it.
oh, it's on Hulu.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah,
Because I went on Funimation to watch it the other day and it wasn't on there. And I was like, wait, it's only on Crunchyroll. We don't have Crunchyroll. And I was like, then I saw
Hulu?
it today on Hulu. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely watching it.
Also, the new Bleach is also on Hulu.
I've been hearing about how good it is. 'Cause I've been waiting for it to come out. Oh yeah, My Hero Season 6 is at. Chainsaw Man was so good. Yeah, I need to watch it.
All stuff that I have not seen.
We also have to finish Season 2 of Demon Slayer.
You're right.
I need to watch the
Okay,
Jujutsu
hold on.
Kaisen movie.
Why is it that, for whatever reason, Demon Slayer just... I don't know. Why do I feel so tired watching it? Why am I not
I don't know.
fully engaged and fully into it?
I don't know, because I definitely am.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But I think that's also because I've been having all of my friends telling me how good it is, and we're like in the peak of the fight too. We're like in a peak fight.
I know, but why am I struggling to just... I'm forcing myself to watch it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that feeling.
Yeah. You'd rather
not,
just be like,
like,
you look forward
excited.
to watch it. Maybe it's because season 1 had such a different feeling where it was like, yes, there is this goal that's very tangible in mind. Tangible by Tanjiro.
I know. I had
And,
I was like Tanjiro.
And
you know what I think it is? I don't think I have like a character that I love.
you love Nezuko.
I do, but it's not like...
But we don't see her a whole lot.
Maybe that's what it is.
We don't see her a whole lot. That's the
Yeah.
thing. She is a main character, but
but we hardly see her. Nezuko is like, I love Nezuko. I love that I love that bond that obviously her and Tanjiro have.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of like, again, brother sister bond, but it's something, it's more than just a brother sister bond now, because you know, it's like, you know, the situation that's there, right? Anyways, we all know. But I don't think I have like that. I don't know. There's certain characters, to be honest, like some of the main characters, they do annoy me.
Like
Tanjiro annoys me when he freaking goes through they have those outrageous moments and the weird like illustration and stuff, you know,
animation and everything.
Yeah,
like some kind of like relief.
Yeah,
but
and
I don't know.
It low-key annoys me,
its animation is so good though.
Yeah, it's
like
good.
The actual like fighting animation, so good. I think I'm just waiting.
Maybe that's what it is too, Marco.
For it to get really, really good, because I know that like, I mean, I don't know what's going on in the manga, but I know that there's some serious crazy stuff going on in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that so many people are so hyped about, and I'm like, I don't read the manga. I'm just watching it, trying not to get spoiled.
That's somebody that I hate too. You know, I don't know what it is about the character, but I can't stand Bakugo. I think Bakugo is so annoying.
Bakugo.
And you know what? Like, I just can't stand him, you know? Like the sight of him just makes me just so mad.
That's interesting.
Why? Yeah.
Look at your shirt, man.
Yeah, I know, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, who is it? I don't even know who this is.
No, I'm kidding. That was all just for it. I was just being goofy, but goofy. Maybe Marco is the same way too. As like, you know, Marco was saying he felt that way too because he was hyped for other stuff. I agree. Eddie.
Yeah, because you are in your.
Eddie says he's still watching Boruto.
Eddie's also been pushing through Narcos.
And he's pushing through Narcos. Yeah, it's Narcos. And something else I have not seen.
Narcos started My Hero again. Okay.
Yeah, Narcos started My Hero again.
Narcos started.
Yeah, Marco started that on episode 107. Tell me what episode is that, Lex?
107. I don't know. I only go by queso.
Cheese?
Queso. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the episode where, you know, Ayama leaves out the cheese.
Yeah. You know what? That is true. Marco's saying that AOT was coming out at the same time as season 2 of Demon Slayer. That's
true.
Right.
That's true.
I was so into.
I wasn't watching.
My mind was just AOT,
like
AOT, baby. Let's freaking go. And then it's
obviously our minds are AOT.
You were the one that was like, hey, you know, Demon Slayers are 2. And I was like, AOT, baby, let's go.
Because I walked in on one of my friends, a couple of my friends watching Demon Slayer. They're all watching it together. And I walked into their dorm and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this yet. And I was like, whatever, I'll see it. And it was like during a fight. Yeah. Like during a fight scene, I was like, this is so cool. We need to watch it.
Hell yeah, let's watch it, baby. And then all of a sudden we watch it, like, let's freaking go. And then you're just like, wait, why is my mind only on AOT right now?
I know. I was like, wait, not super into it.
But yeah.
But also, there's not really a time that we're both available to sit down and watch the show. So we might have to watch it on our own. And just reconvene.
You know what? You're on your own, partner.
Cause I honestly, I'm gonna start watching Chainsaw Man. I need to.
No.
So good. Why no?
No.
Why? Not allowed.
Oh, Eddie's saying that My Hero rubbed me the wrong way and I stopped watching it. Hold on, Eddie, explain me what happened in My Hero for you to stop watching it. What was the reason behind you?
Okay, yeah, because sometimes some My Hero moments or some My Hero episodes,
if it's anything,
like,
okay, so
what are we doing? Let's get back to the main story.
Oh, he didn't like that it was trying to be like Naruto in some sense. So he felt that it was trying to be like Naruto. Okay. I can't say whether that's true or not because I have not seen Naruto.
Yeah,
so
I believe it.
But I will say that we got, you know, our dad to watch My Hero, and one thing that annoys the hell out of our dad is how emotional Deku is.
Deku, yeah.
Yeah. And
because I think his idea of like, because it's like that same base idea of like a main character being like, yeah, they're the strongest, they're the toughest, they're da 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 da.
Yeah, which Dad loves that Eren energy. You know, he loved that Eren was resilient and he was determined and he's a fighter.
He likes that determination.
You know, and then so when he saw this person who was handed these abilities,
when he saw this quirkless loser,
when he found this quirkless nerd,
yeah,
and that's why I hate Bakugo. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why
I will say that I was trying to just give My Hero a chance. Your dad would love Guts.
Oh yeah, from Berserk.
Oh, okay.
It's the anime that Marco always does super cool drawing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But I will say the moment
I
that
wanted to
really
watch Berserk because I like the imagery.
really sold me on AOT on My Hero was when Aaron died.
What?
Yeah. Kidding.
In My Hero.
No, for My Hero, the moment that really sold me was the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
The moment with it was so gripping. I remember it.
Yeah,
so vividly.
I'm trying to remember the actual what people referred to it as. It's like the fight.
I don't know, but all I know is All Might really just like he went plus
fight.
ultra. That's all I can say.
What the heck is it
Against
called?
Nomu.
They literally reference it.
And then my guy Shiggy was there too. You know, they were all there. You were there too.
Yeah, we were all there.
We were all there in spirit watching this happen.
Called?
And credit to Chris Sabat and his tremendous voice acting. You know, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
The anime GOAT.
What is it called, Lex?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I genuinely cannot remember.
That's memorable.
The something fight. And then it's the name of the place where it happened fight.
Yeah, the school auditorium fight.
No,
the
it was definitely not the school auditorium.
The training building, the dome fight.
The dome fight.
Yeah, the weather dome fight.
Maybe I can't think right now. No.
Oh.
Not now. Maybe.
Tomorrow?
No, that's not what I'm
After the
talking about.
podcast?
I'm trying to think.
After the podcast, huh?
No.
For sure.
After the podcast, I'm eating.
Yeah. Eating.
No.
What?
Eating.
No, I'm just saying, maybe somebody has the munchies and they're just like, you're looking forward to eating. So maybe you didn't smoke right now. Remember you smoked before because you can't think because you smoked, huh?
No,
you did. So you smoked before.
You smoke.
At work?
No.
Stop.
No.
You smoked at work, huh? Wow.
You're going to get me fired.
I didn't put in your notice.
False. Fake news.
This is fake, guys. She only smokes at work.
Don't listen
anywhere
to
else.
Don't listen to this dude.
Yeah. So that happened. Lexi has the munchies. And do we have any other final thoughts? What?
$80?
Hold on. Marco, please explain how you fucked up $80 of Domino's. I love Domino's and their pasta. Not Lexi and AJ exposing each other. Yeah, you know, it's been too long. We took a week off and a lot happened in that week.
What did you order from Domino's?
Yeah. What is your order for Domino's?
What did you? $80?
The pasta though?
Munchies, man. Okay, Marco.
Oh, you know what? Marco's there too. Marco, do you only smoke at work too? I'm kidding.
I don't think Marco... Does Marco work?
If he did, then he definitely smokes at work.
No.
Yeah. What? What do you mean no?
You can't.
What do you mean you can't?
You can't.
Anything's possible with that right mentality.
All right. Why are we exposing people right now?
Wait, is it true?
No,
I heard it's just rumors.
No, he exposed himself.
Oh.
No, it's just $80 worth of Domino's.
Just school.
No work, just school.
Yeah, it's just school.
Oh, that's the move, though.
Yeah,
that's
it is, though. Move. It is, huh?
Yeah,
I've heard.
You don't go to school.
No, but when I did.
But when I
was always smoking.
You definitely never were.
See, Eddie has the right mind. I'm willing to spend $3 or less on pizza. I feel like that's what you have to do, right? Right? For pizza?
What are we talking about?
No, I'm saying, would you spend more than $30 on pizza? You don't like pizza.
It's not that I don't like it.
She hates pizza.
I'm not.
You heard it here first.
I'm allergic to dairy.
She doesn't eat it.
I'm allergic to dairy.
Can you imagine? Like, that's a curse.
It is. And I didn't develop this allergy until like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you imagine? 3 years ago, I was living my life. I was the type of person that would drink a glass of milk on its own.
Yeah, you were fat.
And I was not fat.
Oh, okay.
I only have 3 classes in person right now, so it's nothing that requires me to be sober. Okay, fair enough.
But hold on. If you did like... Okay, hold on.
You don't drive yourself either.
Would you be willing to spend $30 on What's something you like?
I'm really broke
what's
right now.
What's something you like? What's something like? What's your favorite meal right now? What's your favorite meal right now?
I just spent $27 counting tip on donkatsu.
Okay.
Which is fried pork.
Yeah.
Like deep fried pork with like a pork cutlet bowl, basically. Okay. I just spent $27.
Whoa.
Almost $30 on a pork cutlet bowl.
Okay. And you're not happy about it?
Well, I spent that money it was one combo meal for 2 people with tip.
But you ate it yourself.
But it was me and Luca.
Okay.
And we both ate
How much did he spend? I'm kidding. Students, guys, you get it. Everybody's broke.
I have a job. I have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So it was my treat because it was my idea, and
he doesn't like them.
Well, he drove.
He only likes them just because you like them.
What?
Right?
Likes what?
The fried pork.
No, he loves
nuts.
Them.
Huh?
He ate so much. He ate like twice as much as me.
Oh, okay.
He ate so much because it also comes with miso soup and sushi. And I only had 1 roll.
But you don't like sushi.
I only had 1. Actually, I've been craving sushi lately, weirdly enough.
But you don't like it.
I don't like a lot of it. I get full off of one flavor really easily.
But what do you eat? What do you get?
So I got a California roll.
Basic.
And I know. I like imitation crab.
I'm basic too. No, when it comes to sushi, I am not experienced, and I would love to develop that palate.
Munch definitely munched that day.
And I'm with Marco. Hell yeah, he munched $80 of Domino's. You kidding me?
No, Marco definitely munched that day too.
Yeah.
But Luca's nickname is Munch back home.
Really?
Because
he's a endless pit of.
Yeah, he used to be.
Used to be?
Yeah. I mean, he still eats good now sometimes.
Yeah. Right. Got your back, Luca.
But yeah.
Keep munching away.
Keep munching, man. And I like when he munches. That's why I'm willing to pay for food. And then he drove. So, gas price, dinner price. It's honestly around the same at this point in California.
Yeah. It's true. I have to pay for both.
I didn't pay for his gas.
Oh.
He paid for his gas.
I pay for both.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what's been my kryptonite as of late?
What? Taco Bell?
Yeah. A lot of Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
And you know what I blame? What podcast was it?
True, Marco. True. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Talking about, you smoked literally before this.
No, I did not. I didn't have time to.
Yeah.
But he's always high, so it doesn't matter. Why are we calling everyone out right now?
This podcast, literally, they went in and they talked about Taco Bell, and everybody in the crew was like, Taco Bell. Next thing you know, they're like, oh yeah, let's get Taco Bell. And they all were talking about their orders of Taco Bell. And the only thing on my mind was Taco Bell.
Dang it, I want Taco Bell.
And I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know. It's just the sound of it, and you start thinking about it, especially when they start saying, like, literally they're naming their orders.
The app, I have the app, and I get notifications like twice a day about
naming their orders,
about like the discounts and the deals that they have going on. It's like, oh, just order now. If you spend $20, you get a free chalupa.
Right? Taco gal.
Yeah, I'm a taco gal.
Yeah, that's it, right? You don't like anything else from there. You're not.
No, I like their. Yeah, I only get their tacos.
Yeah, you only get the tacos. Yeah. Marco, what is your Taco Bell order?
You better be buying Taco Bell after this.
Oh, I am. Actually, let's do that right now.
Actually, let's order it now.
Yeah. I'm ordering it right now.
Marco, get over here and we'll get Taco Bell delivered. Yeah. We'll munch
Marco, together. Eddie, tell me what your Taco Bell orders are.
Yeah, and we'll review them. AJ will order them and review them and tell you how horrible or
and then
great
we'll go live again while we do a little mukbang and
we'll do a mukbang. Yeah, that's what the extra long
crunch wrap ball. Oh my guy, you're talking. Doesn't matter if it's basic or not. Crunch Wrap Supreme is bomb. It's so fire. Okay. And this is something that I recently discovered how bomb it is. I don't know.
Normal Baja Blast or Baja Blast Freeze?
You can't go wrong with either, but I think the Baja Blast drink probably goes better with the Crunch Wrap Supreme.
With the Cinnamon Delights?
Yeah, those are pretty bomb too. But, they also have the The Frito burrito. Okay, I have not
burrito.
tried that.
Interesting.
I gotta look that up real quick.
No, I'm really basic with mine. It's just tacos.
I like doing the
Meat, cheese, lettuce.
Look at it.
And I know I'm allergic to lactose, but there's enough meat in there.
See, Marco's saying a drink, and I feel like the drink has to go with the Crunchwrap Supreme, though.
Yeah, because it does. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Also, you can get a bigger size of the drink.
Go to. Okay, so one thing as of late, I've been doing the Crunchwrap Supreme ever since I was told to try it, and I did, and it was bomb, fire, boom, Crunchwrap Supreme. I also go with the cheesy gordita crunch. I like the cheesy gordita. It's good. It's just like the taco with the spicy ranch sauce in it, and it has like the tortilla around it. It's pretty fire. So I do that. And can't go wrong with the classic, you know, just bean and cheese burrito. I love it. So Alex, if I do the Crunchwrap Supreme, the combo that comes with the taco, do you want the taco?
I want.
You can order that, and you can also get more tacos.
Yeah,
but you can have my taco.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
All right. You can't have a drink though.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want it.
I gotta look at what this Frito burrito is.
Frito burrito.
As we get the combos going here. I'll put my order in, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get to a close, and you can put your order in, Lex.
Okay.
And then we get Taco Bell on the way.
We'll finally get to a close.
Say some stuff, Lex. Talk to our friends in chat.
Hey guys.
Oh my gosh.
I don't do well on the spot. I don't know what to talk
guys.
about. Because I don't know what to talk about without like someone.
All right, friends here, help Lexi out. What do you want Lexi to talk about?
Fandomion.
Oh my gosh. Just rolls off the tongue well. Frito burrito. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, it definitely does. No, that's why he orders it. Not because it tastes good, because it sounds good. Frito burrito. Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh, Lexi, you are amazing.
I know. I'm so good. Ding, 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 ding.
You want it normal, right? You want it. You don't want lettuce, huh?
I want lettuce.
Okay, you want just regular taco.
Yeah,
right?
just meat, cheese, lettuce.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Words, Lex. Words.
I'm
almost done with my order.
Okay. Just narrate your order.
No.
Just narrate it.
No. Okay, hold on. Does anybody else get upset when you go ahead and you have a specific order, right? Say you decide to go ahead and take some items off of it because you know you don't like those items, right? And then when your food arrives and they didn't even take those items off, does that upset you? It upsets me when my order is wrong. Like, that's probably my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah, that's so definitely your biggest. I mean, I have seen AJ get.
I get so mad when my order is wrong, especially when I am like looking forward to it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes, I can't wait till this shows up.
That's true. Especially
and then when it shows up and it's wrong,
you're looking for very specific. Yeah.
It's just not fun. Yeah. Yeah, it upsets me. See, Lex, answer that.
What would Aaron order? Oh, Aaron is
from any fast food place.
What
would be Aaron's go-to in a fast food place, you think? What would be, first off, what fast food place would Aaron go to?
Immediately, straight off vibes, Aaron is a Carl's Jr. kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Carl's Jr.?
Aaron's a Carl's Jr.
Wow.
Kind of guy.
So what would he get?
And he would get the Carl's Jr. has like a sourdough thing, I think. No.
You get him Jack in the Box.
Carl's Jr. doesn't.
I'm sure they probably do.
I don't know Carl's Jr. enough. Hold on, let me go to my.
You clearly don't know Aaron enough.
My Postmates, and then I'll tell you.
Can you imagine AJ mad? Yeah, I get pissed.
No, AJ gets really angry
because you know what, Eddie? What it is like, when it's something that I'm really looking forward to, right? And it just upsets me when I'm looking forward to something and it's incorrect. And I am kind of picky with my orders too. Lexi, please read that. The next one.
Armin would get just fries.
I could totally see that too.
Yeah, Armin would be like, I'll just take some fries and a Sprite.
Yeah. No, not even Sprite. Can I please just get fries and can I get a water cup?
Yeah, a water cup. Yeah. Meanwhile, you have Aaron. It's like, let me get this and this and this at like.
Yeah, let me get your Crunchwrap Supreme.
That would be honestly. Aaron would order like everything at like a taco truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would go to just like a taco truck and like just order everything.
Love
and
it.
Not have any regard that they need time
water,
to
please.
make it. Ocean water. Yeah, he would have ocean water.
The sea.
Like he would literally order, like I'm assuming you're talking about literally the ocean water from Sonic, but he would order that just because of the name. Like, oh my God, they have ocean water.
Yeah.
They're just selling it. And he would, yeah. Definitely.
That would be an interesting place. I don't know why when you mentioned that, Sonic, that I was like, that might be a place that Aaron would go to.
Sonic?
Sonic has a lot of kind of crazy orders.
Yeah, they do. They have interesting stuff.
Yeah.
No, Aaron would go to Mr. Beast Burger.
Mr. Beast Burger.
And
interesting. But we have fun, guys. We have fun.
okay, so I already have.
All right. Well, Lexi goes and she puts her order in there, guys. I think it's time for us to wrap it up. So we want to thank you guys, of course, for sticking around with us. Marco, Eddie, Laker for Life. Who else was up there? Anybody else that was there, guys? I apologize if I forgot you guys. But thank you so much for joining us here in chat. We appreciate you guys so much. You guys know we love you, and your presence is
your
something very special.
Presence feel like a present.
It makes the podcast just that much more enjoyable and fun, guys. It's fun to talk about AOT, but when we're able to talk about AOT with you guys, I mean, you kidding me? So much fun, especially when we get to spiral into these crazy little conversations like we're having. It's fun. And yeah, guys. But unfortunately, it comes to an end here in this podcast episode. That wraps up another episode of the Attack Talk podcast. This is season 2 of our podcast. And you guys know that new episodes will be streamed live on Twitch, as we are doing now. And you guys know that we'll update you guys whenever there will be new episodes. We also will update you guys on if our schedules get any busy, or any,
Yeah, we'll update you guys all on Instagram.
It's holidays are coming up.
Check out.
And let me see the order real quick. I got my burrito, blah, 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 this and that, and yeah. Go ahead and check it out. Oh, my phone.
Yeah, you can, yeah. You got that.
This is my phone.
You got that.
I got it. Boom. Okay. But anyways, guys, holidays are coming up, so schedules might get a little crazy.
Yeah.
But we will do our best to make sure that we are here,
time for sure,
streaming live with you guys.
Cuffing season, guys.
Any changes, we will go ahead and update you guys as well. We appreciate your guys and your patience and stuff. And I know Eddie said that you're gonna need some patience to stick around with this podcast because we only do it once a week. But just bear with us, guys. So make sure to follow us at Attack to Talk Podcast on Instagram for all of your updates. Check out the link tree so that you guys go ahead and follow us on all the different platforms that we're on. Check out all that good stuff. Huge shout out to our editor, NatePlaysBad. Guys, go check out his Twitch channel. Go check out he has a YouTube channel as well. I know he's posting stuff. He's being way more active as of late, which is very cool. Go support him as he goes and he supports our channel by doing all the editing and stuff. And a huge shout out to you, Nate. Thank you for everything. So talk about some merch now, guys. And this is important because we know that Halloween is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So in our link tree, guys, we know that there is a link that will send you to our AnimeCrunch store, our friends there. It will take you, when you click that link, it'll take you to their online store where you guys will be able to go ahead and browse and search all the many different items that they have. They have a lot of different stuff, guys. Go check it out. They also have, you can follow them on their Instagram as well, which is also at AnimeCrunch. And they have a second Instagram, Geeky Statues, where all these different sorted figurines that you guys will be able to go ahead and search if you guys are into all that stuff. They have that stuff there for you. So go and support them, guys. They're awesome people. Click the links and go ahead and browse. Also, guys, we know you guys are aware of Fandomion. Fandomion always hooks it up too with all the different assorted new items and stuff. We know that Lexi's giving us updates on the new Halloween stuff, on the new anime merch.
You guys need to get your costumes and stuff. Go to Fandomion. Go soon because you still have to wait for shipping and all that.
Yeah, very cool. And click the link, guys. Click the link. It'll send you to the Fandomion store. Lexi has a promo code for you guys to use. Promo code is simple. It is her name, Lex, Lex. Go ahead and browse through the store. They have different anime stuff as well as also stuff that isn't anime. Go ahead and look through the store, guys. If you see anything you like, go ahead and buy it and use that promo code. Yeah. You guys know all this. We talk about it after every episode. But anyways, guys, now on to our art talk. Friend of the show and somebody who has joined us here in this episode today is our friend Eddie, who is a very talented artist, who is somebody who has an Instagram account dedicated to his art, and that is ArtofCesar.
Yes.
Go check it out, guys. Go to his Instagram. Go follow him so that you guys are always in the know as far as whenever he posts stuff. You guys go ahead and check out his Instagram, ArtofCesar, and see what he has posted now, currently, he has available. And check it out, guys. It's very cool art. And go support Eddie because he supports us here, guys. And we want to make sure we go in and we support each other. So go check that out, guys. Also, our other friend of the show who has joined us in this episode as well, and we have missed his presence. And of course, it is our friend Marco. And Marco is also another talented artist who Lexi has also mentioned in this episode that Marco has been doing Berserk. You said, right?
Yeah, Berserk art. Yeah,
Berserk art. And Marco
He's in
also
his training arc.
Yeah, Marco has created tabs for you guys to go ahead and search through his art, right?
Yeah, he made highlights.
Yeah, highlights. So go check that out, guys. And where can you find that at? Where can you find that at?
On his Instagram at MARC0 MAMONE. It's his name, except the first O is a 0.
Okay, check it out, guys. Marco Mamone. Go check it out and support our friends here, guys. Our very talented friends of the show. So Eddie, thank you guys so much for the support. And Marco, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you guys as always. You guys know that. But also too, guys, if you guys are interested in purchasing some art, in our link tree we have a link to friend Caesar. Click the link, it'll take you to his store, his Etsy store. Yes, his Etsy store at ArtofCesar. Very talented, guys. He has, I believe, 20 different pieces of art that you guys can go ahead and purchase. Check it out, guys. Support him because he's an aspiring artist. I believe he wants to also aspire and get into the comic artistry, right? He wants to go ahead and become a comic artist, I believe.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, so it all starts with supporting him here, guys, with his small business that he has now. We want to support small businesses, guys, and check out that link. You guys can go check out his art.
Cool friends.
Yeah, of course. Go check that out, guys. He also has an Instagram at ArtofCesar. You'll be able to go ahead and see all the different art that he's posted there, which is, again, it's absurd and it's strange, but it's also so talented. And yeah, he does art from anime stuff to again, just different kind of like, comic stuff, whether it be Marvel, whether it be DC. He does different kind of pop culture stuff. He also does famous people as well. So check it out, guys. That's the art talk that we have for you. Now in our closing, guys, again, as I say after every episode, thank you so much for everything. I hope you guys know how thankful we really are. It's something that we say, at least I say it like 20 times in our closings of how thankful I am. But I mean it. I really do. Because this is just a small podcast that we have. And for you guys to go ahead and spend your time and just join us, when we stream, or take the time out of your days to go ahead and listen to the new episode that's been published, or even listen to some of the old episodes. It's special, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to Lex. It means a lot to Zach.
Yeah.
And
let us know that you guys miss him.
Yeah, of course. Reach out to Zach over on his Instagram, and go tell him you miss him for sure. We miss you, Zach. We hope that you're doing well. We know that life has been very busy, and we know that you have been conquering that adulthood life. And keep it up, my friend. You're doing well, and we miss you, and we hope to see you soon. But again, guys, just thank you so much for everything. So, yeah, Eddie, thank you. Eddie says we miss and love you, Zach. Zach Attack.
Attack.
Yep, love it. All right, guys. So just remember, look out for the future Spotify Q&As, for the future poll questions that we put out there on Spotify and on our Instagram. We appreciate you guys and whenever you do those stuff, because your feedback is needed and very much appreciated. We love talking about it.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of fun.
We love talking to you guys.
So shout out to you loyal listeners, and we'll see you guys next week. Don't know what day, don't know what time, but we'll see you guys. We'll let you guys know. And like Eddie has told us that he hopes that we have a great week. We hope that you guys all have a great week as well. It's been fun, guys. This was a fun episode. A lot of voices. A lot to talk about.
Yeah, thank you guys.
A lot of build up.
Your guys' great input.
Yeah, of course.
We will figure out where Birdie and where Ymir was. We will.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, we'll figure it out.
So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you again. Thank you so much again for everything. R.I.P. Bill. And
R.I.P. Bill.
To the AOT fam, guys, stay safe. Stay positive. Okay? Spread the love. And, just keep moving forward, guys. All right? So enjoy the week. As Eddie has said, we love you.
Have a great week.
We hate. We love. Simple. Boom. And Attack the Talk loves you guys. Okay. I'm signing out. I'm saying bye. Lexi, go ahead and sign out. And
bye,
we're out of here.
guys. Be safe. Take care of yourselves and prioritize yourself.
Awesome, guys. Love you guys. See you guys next week.